students this. You've seen my streams before.
Yeah.
You've watched my VODs. You watched my streams. I won't ask it to you because you know. So this is ranked, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, what's your peak rank, sir?
Peak Ascendant 2.
Ascendant 2, nice. Current rank?
Diamond 1.
Diamond 1, nice. And also, what is your role? Main role? Duelist, I'm assuming?
Right now Duelist, but I play a lot
Nice.
of smokes as well. Smokes
Okay,
and
okay. Great, great. Good. I'm a specialist in Jet at this point. I've probably more than 12, 15 sessions on Jet, so uh, that'll help you.
play a lot of Jet and Raze.
Okay, good,
Not as much Reyna.
good, good.
And if I'm not playing Jet or Raze, I'm probably playing Omen.
Okay, good. I usually tell most of my Duelist students to try not to play Reyna because there's a lot of downside, not much upside with Reyna. It's just a ranked agent, really. If you want to,
Yeah.
depends on the person, but if you want to get picked up by a team, try to at least be somewhat competitive. They're not gonna pick up a Reyna only player. Like you got to play Jet, Raze, Yoru, ISO, as well. What are your goals? Like what's really bothering you? What is it that is like what do you want to improve on kind of as well?
I
What are
mean, it's easy to say like mechanics and stuff, but like beyond just like raw aim, because like you can just work on that aim trainers, death
Yep, yep.
matches, range.
Mhm.
I feel like I have issues with how I move my character with my aim, like
I see.
peaking angles,
Right, right.
the gunfights I'm taking.
Mhm.
Um, I feel like when I lose gunfights, a lot of time it is just my aim, just because I'm like a little washed now.
Yeah.
But more than that, it's also like how I'm approaching the gunfight.
Right,
I
right.
think communications is probably like the best part of my game, to
Okay.
be honest. I have decent game sense. But right now, I think honestly, I think my game sense is like ahead of my aim right
Okay.
now,
Okay.
just at my rank.
All right, all right. So how long have you been playing for?
I
Maybe their
started
killjoy isn't
playing
as smart as
around the
ours.
beta.
I don't
Okay,
want to
so
deal with her if
okay.
she is.
And then when did you get Ascendant to? Has it been a while or is it like kind of
Yeah,
okay,
like episode 5, I think.
okay, okay, wow, that's a long time ago. And then like you just came back recently started playing or
I've been busy with college for like the first like couple years, but like
gotcha.
I've taken all my hard classes, so now I want to at least hit Immortal.
Yeah, yeah. Were you on and
That means a
off
lot to me.
or you were
Kind of,
like
yeah.
okay, okay.
I
All right,
take a
cool.
couple acts off.
Okay, okay. So, I'll keep that in mind and then we'll kind of go deep into it after.
Yeah.
But so, good luck.
Wait, hold on.
Don't
I'm gonna calm real quick,
yeah.
guys. Can we wait for Scott to come back before we
What now?
wait for Scott to come back before we do anything? Okay, nice, nice.
Yeah, sorry.
Could
Just
you dog me into garage?
don't be nervous, okay? All my students are nervous. I don't know why. Just play your game.
One's
One's in there, one's in
Stay
there. He
low.
went there.
Okay, good luck.
Here.
I'll see you
Dog.
after.
He's running away.
He's 4. I didn't buy.
6 space. Wait, KJ's heroes back. Let's back.
Reloading.
Teo mid.
Phoenix is up there.
Lucky sight.
One's garage side.
They
Spike
start
down. C.
they start front
Saw
garage.
Teo mid.
Bombs.
Teo lit 50 on mid.
Tells his team to chill and he just dashes.
Adios.
And
Last player
Honors,
standing.
what's up, bro? How are you? Sorry I didn't reply.
You good, sir?
God, what are you doing?
Yo, I don't know what happened. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Game pop?
I was walking through the map, but people didn't see me and I couldn't interact with anyone. I was like literally wall hacking. I could see people through. I don't know what the fuck was happening.
All good, all good. Is your game fine now?
Yeah, I'm back now.
Pros.
You good now, Scott?
Oh,
Pros.
can we go B?
Safe.
Okay, that's a little bit
Can I
loud.
go B?
Guys,
Yeah, I'm done.
chat, is
Make
it
sure you have money
loud?
for
Let
next.
me know if it's too loud. I think it's a little
You
bit too
better
loud.
run.
I don't know, it's pretty loud. Quite active comms. L7 Axel, what's up, buddy?
I guess smoked up.
This round's not too crazy.
Multiple enemies.
They're heavy mid right now.
Reloading. Blinded.
Got time, guys.
JBM Sky, yeah, what's up, buddy? You are next 9 p.m. tonight. He could what was I gonna say? He could have gone through grass, box, jump up. Like I do. I'm gonna write like I do, so I remember. Okay, so his comms are quite good, pretty good.
Can we check A flank in a little bit? Cage is still set up too.
Good John's too long.
Yo, I don't know what's wrong with my eyes. They're really fuzzy, and it's usually never ever like
Can we
that.
contact up mid and let Chamber lurk?
Hopefully I'm not going blind, guys.
30 seconds left.
Check.
Your wish.
I don't think so.
Spike plant.
My eyes are fuzzy. I don't know why. Fucking weird.
Watch your A-Link is completely open. Nice, good pick. A-Link.
Last player standing.
So was default.
110 Sova.
Good eco, guys. That's 3 guns and we got plant.
I have not seen him take a duel yet, though. So this is gonna be an interesting round here coming up. My webcam's a little bit messed up too. Kind of fixed my what is
It
it?
seems these strangers want me dead. Yeah, they're not so first.
Yeah, their Phoenix is 1 off orb. Could we try to take control of the A orb? He's been playing towards mid. He could go C as well.
Thank you.
What's up, boys? What's up, boys? Let's go. It's a big round right here. Let's see what he's gonna do. So I'm gonna get ready to type. Type. A. Start A.
That's
Nice.
a kill. Reloading. No peeking. Time to hunt.
He's backside already. Can we flash backside? Two backside. You can flash.
Got him. Walk out. Reloading.
Wait, there are 3 here. 3 here.
Joke's over! You're dead!
So I saw 5v4. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna break down the round for you guys. Okay. This is the pro breakdown. Okay. Okay. First of all, they start 5A. That's probably a problem. Okay. They probably should start 3 or 4. Leave chamber mid or something. Or I mean, it's okay to go 5 as well. But anyways, okay. So he should have smoked across there. They don't smoke the cross. They get a kill. It's 5v4. They go up long. Chamber short. Okay. And then they get delayed by the tail missiles. Okay. He probably should have dashed before that happened if he can. If not, as soon as they're about to go in, chamber dies short. So the 12 was short killed them. And then they see 2 backside. They gotta just leave. There's 3 people there. Right, guys? Yes, no, chat. But yeah, they gotta leave.
1
here.
CT, 1 CT.
I'll just show them. They gotta leave.
Out CT, out CT. Nice try.
My ult is ready.
Do they have a trap play on short that round, or what do they do for short? You know if they fight garage?
We've come back for worse. Walk out. Time to hunt.
Crosshair placement's pretty good.
Here.
Left side. Someone fight mid with me.
Like I never left. Reloading. Reloading. No
Yo, get the vendor, get the vendor. I smoked it.
blocking sight. Walk out.
Enemy in defender spawn.
Run from TT, left side.
Spike planted.
You guys smoke up? Thank you. What's that from?
Chew
Oh,
garage.
Yeah, he's dead. Nope, he's not dead.
Smoked in 10.
To shoot guard.
Last player
Out
standing.
TT, 40 on Sova.
Reloading.
He's back
Chain.
by double. boxes.
Garage glove.
It's so fucking annoying. My streamers keep fucking dying.
Last player standing.
Two at mid. Anything close. Let's try.
Okay.
Okay, so I missed round 5 because of my fucking internet. Holy fuck.
Our default isn't really working. Can we try a sight hit on A?
Overthinking is just as bad as underthinking.
Make sure to clear sewers. I'm gonna dog sewers.
Okay, I'm gonna follow your dog up.
Yep. Someone break the dark, please.
Okay, I'm gonna go past the dart.
Let's fly.
Mhm.
Okay, so I missed round 5. So dumb.
Reloading.
Wait, dog.
Hey. Okay, smoke.
Dropping smokes.
Good.
Yeah, enemy kill. My ult's ready.
One flank, one flank, one flank. I'm gonna
Reyna,
flank.
5 length with me.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
Heaven.
Stay down. 3. You had your fun.
42 ho.
My
2
time.
CT.
One enemy remaining.
CT.
Double up. Okay, let's get her
Watching
PD.
here.
Yeah, that works too.
Nice.
Reloading.
That's huge,
Now
guys.
they are nervous.
Still up play. So if I can drop you my gun, I'm nuts. Oh yeah.
Gun here.
Okay, so our sight hits are better than our little mid default. Could we try that again?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go up long this time. Can someone get short?
What's this?
One long.
Enemy spotted. Time to hunt.
120 on Phoenix.
Hey, my ult is ready.
Seek them out.
50 on KJ. LTP.
Joke's
170.
over. You're dead.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Last player standing.
Nice try.
You know, I could have a drop. Thanks.
If we're gonna take sight, we're gonna need at least like 4 people. If
Help
we're,
a
and if
girl out.
we're gonna have a lurk, we should let Chamber lurk.
Yeah, I think we
Play off now.
Yeah, play slow.
Chamber, if
They're
you're trying to
gonna
get a
beat
free
this.
pick, Sova peeks long. If we're gonna try to op.
Alright,
Let's play up the chamber ult.
Off we
So
go.
dead.
With you. Break the util, we should go see here. I'm suppressed. Wait a second, group up.
Here.
Let's lean in, let's lean in, let's lean in.
Let me dog this jet. Wait.
Yep, yeah, I'm winning.
Hunt.
One's out already.
Backside Phoenix. He's gonna flash.
That
Headshot.
guy's horrible.
Heal up, squad.
Thank you.
Gonna re-smoke heaven.
Careful flank. It's disabled to trap.
One half.
Blinded.
Smoke's out.
Hawk out.
One enemy remaining.
Good
Flawless.
shit.
We are just too
Interesting.
good. Race it to the spike
Good round,
sites.
guys.
Good shit.
He's heating up a little bit.
I think our A's are best site. We could start off by like breaking the C util, the KG util, and then hitting A. I honestly don't think we should. I don't think we should heavy lurk mid. Maybe leave one there. Every time we've gone mid, we've gotten destroyed. We just get 2 lost.
How the hell does this guy have 3 ping? Sanji has 3 ping. Holy shit. That is insane.
I'm scaling up with your own spam. Nice.
Hi.
We have sight here.
Blocking sight. Dropping sight.
One more garage.
Help me!
Spike down. C.
Holy shit, cover me while I'm planting, bro.
Yeah, I can
One more
play.
CT, one more CT.
I got the spike. Spike planted. Time to hunt. Scout destroyed.
Playing safe.
One
Oh,
enemy
okay.
remaining.
Reloading.
Yeah, that's a good round there. Decent round. I think he still needs to clear his corners a little bit more.
Another fight? Clean slate. Let's leave whatever happened in the past.
KJ is 1 off the warp. I don't think he fights for it though. He's broke, and I think Teo plays mid.
Thank you.
Those are their 2 weak players
Plays
right now.
B every round.
Yeah.
Renee should buy our run, nice. Can we use Clove to break the turret again? That's pretty effective.
Yep.
And while you do, I can hold it for you.
Round
I got
10.
the spike.
Start
Back there.
Enemy
3
spotted C. Right
long
here.
C.
Oh, we gotta hit
Mid.
those.
I got the spike. Right here.
We have sight, we have sight. One's garage, one's garage.
Spike. Be faster. Hawk out. Right here. Blinded.
Watch CT.
145 finish.
One CT.
One enemy remaining.
Garage, left side.
Hawk out. You? Outrun me?
Good.
They got
good round
Sovol
by-
and KJ ult this run.
Very good round by him.
If you see one of my creatures, it's a good thing, alright?
I can buy one of
Figure
them
out what
actually.
they do eventually.
Here, would you buy that up? If you did, I can buy it for you.
Who needs something?
Wait, guys. Could we, low key, could you wait until CT up?
My eyes,
Does anyone
guys,
have
my
fun?
eyes.
Okay.
I don't know why they're so fuzzy
That's okay.
today.
I was gonna max you.
I love this part.
Contact up A. Silver peaks long.
Enemy spotted A.
Hawk out. Blocking sight. Blocking sight. Night, night.
I suck. 2 CT.
Ready.
Can we fall back? Can we fall back?
Wait, we're on site. Just leave Reyna here. Leave Reyna here.
Okay.
Finished.
I'm just gonna go.
Don't go here. Don't go
Just gonna-
here.
just
Just here.
gonna-
Just here.
Why are you guys like
You
dead
should
on?
run.
We beat out the KJ ult. That's good. Chamber, can you stay here? Keep making noise. Make it look like we're gonna re-hit. Sky, could you scale C slowly?
Last player
down.
standing. Spike down. C.
Teleport's ready.
Overall, it was a
30
decent
seconds left.
entry, but I'm not sure.
Agel's
Like,
already
he
here,
kind
Tail
of
unknown.
griefed. Like, he should have waited, in my opinion. Overall, pretty good entry, though.
Okay.
Last round in the half.
As that last
We
round,
lose
we need
everything
to
after this.
communicate
Spend
better.
it.
We got stuck between trying to go on and then trying to go off. Yeah, we had like all of sight. It's fine though. Go next round. We'll win this one. They do have Soul Vault. They have Phoenix Ult. They're one up Claw Vault. Can someone get a bomb? Maybe Sky Chamber.
I got the spike.
Sky, I'm gonna drop you bomb.
Spike I got the spike.
They do have an op still, guys.
Joke's over! You're dead!
There it is. Op's A long. Op's A long. Op is A long. They're rotating 2A. They're rotating 2A. Cage is A this round.
Killjoy and Sova.
Phoenix go.
Could we lean C?
Over here.
We dropped the op and pick up the vandal.
Hawk out. Blinded.
One's back side already.
Spike down. C.
Refreshing.
Pretty sure he had
Nowhere
dash.
to run!
Sova's CT.
Spawn Sova.
KJ and Teo were A players, or KJ and Sova.
30 seconds
No
left.
peeking.
Could be up garage already.
I got the spike.
Last player standing.
Both. Let's try. Good half, guys. Lost 5 in a row, we still won 4.
Switching sides.
We get a pick.
We get this
move in.
pistol and we're back
Got
in it. Sky, could you come A with me? Can we just trip mid? Can we just play retake mid? And we put 2 people C in garage? Sky, I'm gonna peek A long. Could you flash behind me after my first shot? Sky?
I don't see anything.
C.
I'm falling back, Jay. I'm gonna go see.
One's garage. Carry's garage. I'm leaving A2. Nice, good pick. Care mid. Don't know. Nice, good pick size.
Spike
Out TT.
down.
Last one, front
C.
side, front side.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, good work, guys.
Flawless.
Big pistol.
How did they think this?
I think he should take space
Just
A
let
long
them
there.
try to catch me.
Ugh.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm gonna peek off your contacts, guy.
I'm gonna marshal one.
Starting A lobby, at least 2.
Phoenix.
One fucking sight. No charge.
Call back, you're all low.
Yo, peek!
See ya.
One enemy remaining.
Fine.
I was arriving from CT and you were looking at it and then you just went back.
These parasites aren't gonna take one
Does
step
anyone want
past
the
this
Deagle?
place.
Who died? Love, do you want this Deagle? Anyone not want to buy? Doesn't know. We have worse guns. Can we just stack towards C?
Can you drop the sheriff?
Here.
Do you hear anything, Sky? Dark here.
Nope.
Starting here.
Phoenix
There's still one
mid.
mid.
Window.
I know they are. I mean,
Yeah, just stay sites, guys. They're defaulting.
One grass close to Reyna.
We're gonna do a double up garage.
I mean, I guess that's a pretty good call.
nothing A yet. A. Pushing up, pushing up.
I give up B.
Nice.
I had to fall back.
They darted mid. They darted mid.
They're in.
They're really split.
They're in.
Get this
They're in.
gun,
Playing,
get this
playing, playing.
That's
Spike
from
planted.
CT. Have a flank, guys.
I can dog.
Good dog right now.
Yeah.
Default. I have a flank on him. Ooh, wait. I have default.
115 Phoenix.
One enemy remaining.
That was bad. Good work, guys.
Gun here. Reloading. Oh.
How the fuck
What
does
did
this
they
kid?
back, guys?
How does he
That's
have
huge.
3 ping? That's crazy, bro. Like if I had 3 ping, I think I'd be radiant. I'm not even joking. I don't think I'd lose a gunfight if I had 3 ping. But I get like 30 to
They can
50.
be pretty broke
I
this
get
run,
ping
but we have an
spikes when
optimum,
I'm
so we should
taking
be careful
duels. Like,
to
so
not have
so
to play
crazy,
retake
bro.
here.
How the hell do you play with 3 ping, bro? That's insane.
Sky, do you know the spam onto graffiti from
Must feel so
here?
nice.
Like the heaven stairs? You know what I'm talking about? Damn, tough crowd.
Mid.
Fall back, fall back.
Spike down B.
I can't heal you, Jet. Wait, I'm gonna go through spawn.
There's one more
Jet,
B.
Jet, Jet, Jet.
Both B.
Enemy B.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, my ult's ready. Dying would have sucked.
Do you know Shamer's coming back?
Yeah, he's on call of us
be away
for
for long.
no reason.
Let's end this
Yeah.
quickly.
Okay, let's play like we're assuming that our Chamber's not coming back. Let's play retake B. We're down a man.
This is our home. Keep them out.
And this guy.
And play garage with you.
Okay, pushing it fast, pushing it fast.
Get off site. No. Don't rotate. Don't rotate. They drop bomb. They drop bomb. Window.
Why'd you push out so far?
Is it a fake?
They have bomb dropped spawn.
So you push their spawn.
No peeking.
Two turns in.
My ult is ready.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
His fucking Vanguard crash, like, I've never seen that before. What the fuck?
Did you just task manager it or?
Nah, like, literally, Vanguard just crashed.
Is he just restarting his computer then?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I think they found him, guys.
I'm
He's
I
cheating.
got things to do.
I doubt it.
Yeah, that's my fault, right? I should have walked up that much.
Oh, excuse me.
I heard A and I thought it was gonna be like a full commit. It's gonna rotate through their spawn. That's my bad. You're right. Guys, they love defaulting here. We should hold on precise and keep map control.
Mhm.
Rockets or T. I'll play full retake. They're planning. But I'm not with you right now. Nice. Four retake, guys.
planted.
Could we group?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for dog.
I can dog it all.
Dropping smokes.
Yep.
Here. Gas hunt.
Nothing. Oh, go ahead.
Poke out. Here. Blinded.
Backside platform.
Last player standing.
Like I
See, long and plat.
Last player standing.
Nice try.
Yo, he literally killed me running in headshot. Like,
Yeah, I saw that.
I got your backs. Just
Sky, bro.
you know,
Watch where
on the
you're
front.
blinding, like.
Here.
Sky, get your double. Sky. Wait, close request. I can just buy you. I have knives.
Oh yeah, I can get it.
Close
Grab
request.
a draw.
Roll sight. Miles ready.
What's this?
Starting here.
You
They're just
hear
gonna,
anything?
yeah. They're starting here. They're just gonna play these rounds fast, guys. Nice.
Entrance of A. Don't push him
I
much.
bomb.
Don't push him much. I'm gonna
Spike
fall
down
into it.
A.
Oh, I just.
I'm gonna hold long with you.
one out Chu and Sova. They're both on window.
Pick up that gun. Can you play backside? They smoked towards you.
They smoked garage.
Are they in
Nice.
C? Both?
Dart C.
Entering C.
Here.
One
Planting.
enemy
He's
remaining.
mid, go. No, just hold, he's mid.
Has res, watch out.
30 seconds left.
Here.
Smoked me off from bomb.
Bro, this Sky retarded.
Nice. Do you still want the Odin or no?
Gun here.
I low-key
Yep.
think we should have rifles. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, lucky
Hurry up.
socks. Don't fail me now.
Nice. We got chamber back. We got it, guys. They have 3 ults and they have KJ ult. And 1. They're kind of broke though. Chamber, are you okay with just tripping mid? Like, we could play retake mid. And then we just play C and A.
You better run, Sova.
Solo Phoenix A.
Switch one.
Even if they're committing.
I'm playing.
Just retake side.
Wait, force them to use KJ ult. Make them use it early. Wait, did they get it? They didn't cap orb. Are they backing or no?
Go ahead.
They're in.
Round.
I'm gonna flash in 3, 2, 1.
Spike planted.
Lock in sight.
Last player standing.
Bottom left.
I reckon I'll take a kip after this. I've earned it.
Right.
Oh, good guys. We're only down 2 rounds. We are gonna have a weaker buy here. Could we put a wait? Could we just put a couple of us mid? Like, could we fight mid this run? Oh, if we just smoke window.
Here.
Oh shite, I lost my pet rock.
Let's just walk down together. I'm gonna go hey.
Drop in a smoke.
They're C.
So
Okay,
yes.
let's flank.
Drop in a smoke.
I might not have enough of this. We can go at the smoke.
Spike down. C.
Wait, they're not even on. But now they're on.
You had your fun. My
Last player standing.
Let's try. Way to get them to use global.
Match point.
We're only down 3 rounds and we're winning 4 rounds in a row. This half.
Heart's still a different story.
Could I have a drop? Thank you. Help a girl out, would ya?
Sky, could you flash after I peek?
Okay. I gotta fall back.
Spike down A.
Serious.
Scout destroyed. Healing over here.
I'm baiting you.
Reloading.
Spike down A.
What?
All good.
Joke's over.
Oh wait, just get up. Bomb was drop sewer.
Yep. Killed it from lobby.
I don't think they've backed out yet. No, they're backing out now. They're shoving close right now. One stay. Nice.
One enemy
Huge.
remaining. Spike down mid.
Ugh.
80.
30 seconds
guys.
left.
Got it. Going garage. You can speed up right now. They're planning. See.
Planting.
Chamber, could you wait for Reina?
Spike planted.
Please God.
Going garage.
Player
They
standing.
lost. It's backside already.
Clutch.
Nice try. These guys are
Attackers
something
win.
today.
Okay, bro. Sanji. A lot to unpack, my brother. Okay, you can stop sharing your screen. Let me just
Yep.
log in real quick on mine. Okay, so yeah, we got these, for you, you're a little bit in the higher elo, like, the mid to low high. So, try to be as detailed as I can. But
Yeah.
yeah, so just give me 1 second. Let me just start up my game. Get in a lobby. Okay, one thing I'll say for starters, like, I don't think your aim is the problem, to be honest. Like you're top fragging, you're shitting on the enemy team a lot. Your team was pretty bad, a little bit unlucky. They weren't listening to you. But there's reasons for that. Just give me a second. So it's definitely not your overall. I
You saw
think
me
you're
whip a little bit though, right?
sorry.
You saw what I was talking about though, right? Like my aim's a little inconsistent.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, so that's the only thing I wrote down. Literally, like,
Mhm.
whatever you told me in the beginning was pretty much spot on what you said. Like, um, it was pretty accurate. Like, I didn't even write that down when you told me. I just tried to see, and it was pretty accurate. So,
Mhm.
yeah. But there's a lot of tweaking, refining that we need to do. Obviously, you're Ascendant 2 and Episode 5, so you're quite an experienced player. Okay, so, I can kind of tell, like, the concepts aren't really your problem, like understanding what a rehit is and those more, advanced intermediate stuff. It's really your decision making, in my opinion.
Hey, The
plus
gang's
being
all
more
here.
patient.
This
You're
is
you're
great.
you're you're
They don't stand
rushing
a
way
chance.
too much, whether it's on attack, defense. You just gotta add a little bit of patience to your game.
My ult's ready.
Like I think your aim is quite good. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So let me just go through these general notes. I will rank it first, and then we'll go through it. So if I were to rank these 5 categories, and I tell all my students, you probably heard me say this too, is that even though it's 5 categories, there's subsections under them, right? It's more complicated than just what the category is. There's a lot involved, right? Some of these
Yeah.
categories are together as well, as in they're always used together and stuff like that. So you got to keep that in mind. It's just not these aren't the only 5 categories in this game. It's the easiest way to identify generally what's wrong on parts of your game. So wait, what the hell just happened? What's wrong with my ghost? Can't turn off ghost. Okay. Okay, got unbinded. What the fuck? Alright, so okay, if I were to rank it, okay, number one, it's super obvious. Okay, your aim is your best, in my opinion. There are inconsistencies. There are some problems, as in you're rushing, not the shots, but you're rushing the fights. Remember when you were like, "Oh, I have problems trying to figure out how to take the fights and taking good fights, like stuff like that." You're correct. It's too rushed. Like you're, because you kind of know you're the better player. Like, um, I'll give you a specific example. Okay, you guys, you you came here, you got to kill somewhere here, and then you just immediately peek spawn. Like you didn't have to. You could have just stay here and just kind of held this, or come this way and just hold it so he's not holding you, right? And then you slowly walk up towards graffiti and hold the walk up. But you're just trying to take these fights just because you're relying on your aim too much. You know it's good. I think it's good. It's much higher than this elo, so that's probably I'm not saying you have an ego, but that ego probably plays a factor where you're like, I'm gonna shit on these kids, right? Just swing and kill them. But here, like, you should have just waited. But the Sova was ready for you because he knew you were here, so he had a feeling you were gonna swing as well. But you should maybe. I'm pretty sure you had a smoke. You could have smoked it, stuff like that. We'll get there when the round comes, but that's just like a specific example. So, your aim is number one, okay? If I were to say your second one, it's probably comms. I do feel like there is a little bit too much noise, and I think that's why your teammates stop listening to you. It's in their minds. I'm not saying you are annoying, but in
Yeah.
their minds, they're like, "Oh, yo, this guy's fucking annoying." And also, I realized there are also a party. They're probably a 2 or 3 stack.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're a 3 stack. So you gotta when that is the case, just try to cut the noise down a little bit, because that's usually when people get really annoyed and just don't want to listen. They just listen to their party instead. So um,
Mhm.
that's probably it. But okay, so it's aim comms, and if I were to let me think, if I were to put the next thing, okay, I think your game sense is pretty up there. Um, but it's just there's just a lot of there's like the root problem in all these categories is patience. You're not patient enough. There's a little bit of ego involved. So it's aim, comms, game sense. Or okay, maybe it's okay. I think movement and positioning and your games are pretty tied. So they're 3 and 4, but I would say they're pretty on the same level. I'm not saying they're bad. I think they're
Mhm.
quite strong, but your aim and your comms are much higher. It could need more work, more refining, a little bit more of a better of map knowledge, stuff like that. The next thing, the last thing is probably, yeah. I mean, it's hard for me to really rank these. Because for you, you're not like my other students where it's like a it's the scale is off, as in aim is 10 out of 10 and all these things are 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, or 5 out of 10. Okay, you're pretty balanced in sense of like your common aim is probably like 8 out of 10 in this level, or maybe a little bit higher. But the movement, positioning, utility usage, game sense is probably around 5, 6. You get what I mean? So they're kind
Yeah.
of tied. So don't think it's worse or anything. It's just it's hard for me to kind of say which one is better. They're pretty equal. So I will say movement, positioning, utility usage, game sense. I would say game sense is higher than those other two, but it's not much higher, but it is higher. I can realize that it is higher. You're quite experienced player. I can tell just by the way you play. Your intuition is there, right? Game sense is there. You understand kind of how to scale entry. Aside, it does need work though, in terms of movement positioning. Um, I think overall your defense side is much better, but that's the case with almost all the players I coach. Their defense side is always stronger. Your attacking side needs a lot of work. Okay, and So let's get through the notes, and we won't get too deep into this, so we can save it for when the round specific comes. Because I have such a bad habit of like trying to get deep into the note, and then I just spend like 10-20 minutes on one general note, which I should not be doing. So okay, so we'll start with cons. Okay, cons. Communication. This is the only note I had. I wrote. I think he can cut noise in his comms a little bit. Okay, you feed your information. You feed information well. You're specific. You're detailed. Um, I would like you to kind of maybe calm the more important things, like, hey, rotate. Hey, we need to go now. You did do it, but I need to see that every round, every situation that it's like that. You need to lead your team. So I think you could be a little bit more, like, you are directive, but maybe a little bit more leaderish.
Mhm.
You want to be a leader. You want to be an IGL, but obviously this game is a little lucky. They weren't listening to you, but you got to be very certain and assertive. Guys, go right now. Because there's another round. It'll come there, but you needed to rotate. You said rotate, but you guys didn't rotate, or you guys needed to go, but they didn't go. Half the team's rotating on A. Remember that round? And Reyna's
Yeah.
back hell. Like, you need to be the one. Guys, go get the fuck in right now. Reyna's back hell right now. Okay, so stuff like that, like a little bit more of that. So next thing is aim. Okay, since these are your top two, I didn't really have many cons. All I wrote is inconsistencies and whiffing early on. Okay,
Mhm.
later you weren't whiffing that much. It was early on. Obviously you're nervous, a little cold, and then you started heating up, and then it starts snowballing from there when you're warm, right? So, I think your aim is the best thing. So, obviously I'm not saying stop working on it. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just you gotta maintain it, improve it, get faster, get better, and stuff like that. Increase the edge. Even though, let's say it's a 10 out of 10, let's say it's not, but let's say it's a 10 out of 10. Okay, you never stop working on it. Okay, you got to keep increasing the edge no matter what, even if it's 1%, 0.5%, 0. Just keep increasing it. Okay, because I do believe your aim is quite really good, because there's a lot of shots, a lot of just overall your experience in playing the game from a long time ago. You kind of know the sweet spots. Your anticipation is good with your aim. You're killing people through smoke and stuff. That's a high level of shooting. Okay, so movement positioning is the next. Okay, I wrote. Okay, I just wrote needs better, but I think I was looking back to your screen when I was in it, so I'm pretty sure I just meant needs better spots, as in or be patient. Like, um, it's probably more. This note was more on attack because it's the first note. Usually that's how I write it. So, um, you're attacking. It needs a much better positioning, because there's so
Mhm.
many rounds. You're just AFK mid, and your team is taking. They're trying to scale something, but you're late. So, it actually makes it longer, right? It's not as
Yeah.
efficient. You need to be there. Boom. If you're there with them, boom, you have the site, stuff like that. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So we need to work on that, and we will. I'll go through them when the rounds are specific. So,
Mhm.
okay, the
Wait,
next
can you
note.
give me a moment? I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, take your time. Yeah. Stretch. Where's my hand press? I gotta use that again.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so you can hear me, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, good. So the next note, there's three notes here. That was the first one. This is the second one. Okay, it's he's too eager to take fights or peak high resistance area. So this is kind of what we touched on, right? Like, this is the third section is a high risk area. Not like by peaking it, but there's a lot of resistance overall here, especially when you're on the side already. They're already rotated, getting ready for retake, holding these type of angles. Wherever it may be, go B, they're gonna be link, right? Like, these are high
Mhm.
risk, high resistant areas. Same with C. If you guys get on C, this area is usually very congested by enemies. So, um, we gotta understand that and identify that. Okay, I'm sure you watch my streams where I talk to some of my duelist students, right?
Yeah.
Section the sights off. Okay, first section, and I don't need to explain to you what the sections are because you're a higher level guy. You're Ascendant 2. You've played this game for a long time. I don't need to tell you, what the first section is. Okay, you understand it's super fucked up on all the sites. Okay, we gotta hold these entry angles. Okay, and clear the crossfire. Okay, then we must go to the second section. Spots close to or backside logs, platform, back
Here.
log, back platform. Sorry, back site. Right. Yeah, like maybe not here, but like generally like here, and then like here. Right. So, I would like you to do that a little bit better. There were some rounds you entered and you immediately went to the third site, a third section.
Yeah.
Sorry, and that's a problem. Okay, because at the higher levels, okay, and it happened a couple times, or actually not on attack, but on defense. Like you gotta clear your corners, bro. You're just getting shot in the back of the head. So,
Yeah.
we gotta keep that in mind, okay? Because I think your attacking is your weakest, because you guys were down on attack as well, 4-8, right? Even though you had 2 duelists, right? It's like you should have probably pulled a little bit more of the weight early on, so you guys are not down that low, right? All these rounds add up. All this efficiency adds up in the micro and macro sense. So you probably would have won this game. It was close. The game was 8-8, 9-9 for a while, and then they just started pulling away because obviously it was unlucky too. You guys had a DC, but still, like if you guys weren't down that much on attack, you probably would have won this game. If it was a tie game, I believe you guys would have got the match point first, and we'll get there though. But clear the first site. If you're going to see clear the first section, okay, then you work, obviously perfect world. This is smoke, spawn and smoke. Then you start working towards second section. Okay, backside. This is all clear. Then you throttle. Then you throttle to the third section. I don't care what the hell you do. After you clear the first or second section, whether you run with your knife out, whether you run into swing to 5 people, I don't care. Obviously, that I don't want you to, but you get my point. Is make sure, and I know you're really smart. You're a more experienced player, not like most of my other duelist students where they're learning the role. You understand the role already. Okay, I don't really need to explain it to you. So make sure, okay, the first section, second section is always clear. Don't just throttle to the third section. Okay, and you know what's wrong with that, right? So
Yeah.
just be vigilant, be proactive, okay? Get ahead of the enemies. Don't let them and fall into their play. Oh, I'm gonna sit here and just trigger this. Oh, just running spawn, and then you just kill them. Boom. Like, okay, like don't fall into that trap. Okay, be 2 steps, 1 step ahead of them. Even if you may think the site is clear, always clear it. Okay, so and I know you will. It's just this is something we gotta think about when we're attacking. Okay, I'm gonna try to really focus on your attacking because I think your defense is quite good. One thing I'll say for defense is though you need to pick up the op when you're playing Jet. Okay, you probably would delete them way faster and or really snowball man advantages. Okay, stuff like that. I'm not saying just rifle don't rifle only, but it's like you gotta incorporate it in your game as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and you
I
know
get
what?
confused though, especially if there's like a chamber in the comp as well.
Yeah.
Because like, if chamber doesn't have the op, especially this chamber, he's gonna be
Yeah.
worthless. I mean, he
Yeah.
was worthless with it too.
Yeah,
if I'm being
but-
honest, but like,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's like, I don't know. It's weird to have both a jet and chamber on. Also, I'm just trying to contest your point. I'm like explaining.
Yeah,
like,
no,
my-
I understand. Yeah, I just wanted you to finish so I
Yeah.
can kind of hear what you're saying. So, okay, I can understand that too. This guy's a trash chamber, but whatever. Like, but this is a huge ass map. Like,
Yeah.
like if you just op A long and let's say he doesn't even have it up, he just ulted one round. Like, you guys are covering 2/3 of the map. They can just stack
Yeah.
towards mid, right? So, in a way, this map, okay, it's a little bit more unique than other maps. Okay, when you guys hold down these lanes, especially lobby, C long. Like, you have so much fucking info. You just know they're only mid or they're just playing over here, right?
Yeah.
So that's the key. Obviously, you can do it with a rifle too, but the op, you can delete people and you're actually, like, it's just, you get what I mean? It's just, you can get traded too, obviously, but it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's an op. Like, it's a sniper. You're gonna kill this guy and just get out and reposition, and you know what I mean? You can do it with a rifle too, but it's just much better because the threat is much higher for the enemies. They're like, oh fuck, he's got an op long. Or if they understand that you've started to op, they have to waste utility to get you off this position, whether it's here, wherever it may be. You get my point. You're making them expect. You're actually giving value to your team by holding up, because they might have to start smoking this off, throwing flashes, throwing the Tejo missiles to clear this, so you're not sitting here, stuff like that. You get what I mean? So they cannot use it for sight, or they're gonna have to wait a long time. So it adds some sort of value. I'm not saying opt every round, but there's a time and place for it. But in these close games, if you opt, you probably would destroy these kids. Okay, they're terrible. So just pick it up here and there. I'm not saying all the time, but just here and there. Okay. So let's move on. The next thing is, oh, where were we? Yep. So okay. We are on movement positioning. We already touched on this. We won't go crazy on it. Okay. Needs patience. Okay. This note is your biggest thing. Okay. I should have put it in every category. Okay. You need patience. Even your communication. Just chill out. Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Don't get so overzealous, over eager. And I know that you're the best player. You're probably that you're probably better than all these guys. Okay. But just be patient. Don't rush anything. Okay. If you watch the Radiant players play, they're super patient. They'll be in a fight. They know the guy's there. They're just they're just waiting for like 20 seconds, right? Like, they're just so patient because they understand that the common thing to do is just start re-peeking, re-swinging, stuff like that. Okay, they're 4 steps ahead. Okay, so like, they're thinking in multiple layers. Okay, I know you want to, swing and kill him, but you could have just waited, hold an off angle. He walked up, dead, boom. Okay, now I can start swinging, stuff like that. Okay, but you're falling into their not trap, but their crosshairs when they're waiting for a retake and you're just swinging into a high resistance area, for example. That's a specific example. Okay, so let's move on from that point. Utility usage needs to smoke. Okay, this is like your biggest thing on attack, especially obviously this is map specific, but it could probably transfer over to other maps as well. But it's just this map specific. Like, bro, you need to smoke this cross every time you go A, every single time. Okay, I don't care if you just smoke it to fake, or you guys are gonna walk up or swing up. Okay, you need to freaking do this every time, every single time. There's a round you peek the op dry. Okay, he's a terrible player. You should have been dead. Okay, if he's holding this, you're dead. You walked up. You remember that? And then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
up, and then you saw the killjoy. You heard it. You're like, oh, right. And there's multiple problems in that round, but we'll get there. But okay, you guys start A, automatically, bro. It has to be automatic. Okay, every single time. Then you guys can come wide or this way through the smoke. And also you can condition your enemies where, okay, you guys have been going A lot,
Blocking sight.
and with this smoke, okay, there's gonna be times where you're gonna be like, hey, let's fake A. Okay, you guys start walking up mid or C, whatever. Okay, I'll make some noise solo, and a lot of the times they'll start rotating off just the smoke because they're like, oh fuck, we are unsure if they've crossed, right? Think about the guy looking long. He's like, he can't even hear until you guys are in short. But let's say this guy's like here, right? Headshot angle, and you smoke it. He's unsure. He doesn't know if someone has walked by that smoke or not, right? Especially if he's by himself, or if he's an op or something like that. So it's a information / conditioning tool / covering you guys / not getting instantly deleted from the headshot angle, stuff like that. Okay, you need to do this every time. It's in almost every time you guys win it. You didn't do it one time. Must do this. Must. Okay. Then you guys can all focus towards this. 3 people can go down and not die, and just focus towards short, stuff like that. Okay. So let's move on from that. The next thing is dash could use a little bit of work. Okay, you're good at dashing on defense, but your entering dashes are quite questionable. Like, you're at higher levels, you're dead. You're dashing in the open with no smoke, right? You can kind of see what's wrong with that. Like,
Yeah.
you're just gonna get deleted at higher levels. So like here, for example, you didn't smoke. I don't mind this dash. I think it's all right, but still throw a dash and then throw smoke, then do it. Just add a little layer of protection for yourself, because obviously these guys are terrible, but higher levels, like if this guy's just here waiting, you didn't even clear the corners while you dash like this, like that. Okay,
Yeah.
like this guy's just gonna be here just AFK waiting for you, right? Because this is, you understand, this is super common since the beginning of time. Okay, this is like the most common spot on C where people don't like to play, or logs,
Here.
or right here,
Here.
platform, behind platform, back side, right? Those are the most common spots. Maybe here sometimes to throw people off, but there's a lot of risk with here. This one's a little bit better, but you get my point. So
Yeah.
we'll get there when the rounds come, but that's that. Just, it needs a little work. I think on defense is quite good. The kills on short. You got one really nice kill on Sova and dashed away super fat. Like, you didn't hesitate, nothing. Like, it's good job. But on attack, it needs to add more value. Have a little bit it needs to be more optimal in my opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So next thing is game sense is the last point for your cons. I wrote needs to identify rotations, especially when seeing 3 on site. Okay, the round will come up. I didn't write specifically what happened in this note, but it's in the round. Okay, there was a round. Okay, it was A. Okay, I remember now. So you guys gotta kill longs very early. It was like around 4 or 5. Okay, doesn't really matter, but we'll get there. So you guys killed this guy's 5v4 tail missile here, remember? And then you couldn't. You guys got delayed. There's 4 of you long. Okay, and then your chamber started walking down and died to the clove. Okay, and then there's 2 question marks on the back. That means 3. You need to tell your team, get the fuck out right now. I will make noise so it doesn't look like we fully all rotated. But you can't just all rotate off. You know what's wrong with that. Where if they hear all of you guys rotate, one guy stays back and he's just, oh, nothing's here. They're all gonna start rotating too. Okay, that's when you start incorporating rehits and stuff like that. But that's a different story. It's a little bit more advanced. But here, like, you guys should have won this round. Like, I don't understand why you guys just decided to go onto a stack site when they're ready for you. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, right? So, and I know you're a smart guy. I know you're more experienced. Okay, I know you understand this. So that's why I'm trying to be more hard on you. You must be that guy because your teammates are bad. You're not in this elo. You're a higher elo player. Okay, you need to tell them, guys, get the fuck out. Leave right now. Okay, be super certain and assertive. Just tell them to dip set. Okay, because it's just silly running to 3 people. Okay, even though it's 5v3, but you know, even if you slow down a little bit, because immediately after the tail missiles went down, you just started going in. But if you waited, the chamber was already dead, so it's 4v4, but it's a 4v3 on site. Like, the risk here is so high, right? I'm not saying that you will never win these rounds, but we got to reduce the risk, maximize the profit. Maximizing profit is higher chances at winning the round, or a less resistant site where it's 4v1. Okay, 4v2. I'd rather take a 4v2 than a 4v3, and you know what's wrong with that. So, let's move on. Okay, so the next thing is needs to slow down his team on attack. Needs to slow down his team on attack. Run more default fakes. They already ran down 5 times by round 5. Okay, you guys did not default 1 time. Like, maybe it would be like a soft default where there's like, you know, 2 mid or like 3 here. That's like, but it's still not really a default. Okay, you guys need to spread out. Okay, it's more important early on in the half and early on in the game. Okay, because you need to identify how they like to play. But you don't know if Killjoy is playing A or C at this point. The first 2, 3, okay, like maybe not the 4th or 5th round, but you know, the first round, pistol, second, even second, 3rd round, first rifle. You don't know where the hell he's gonna set up, because you know how Sentinels are. Pistols, they'll play on the off site that people usually don't play, because everyone will rush that. They're, oh, Killjoy plays A, so let's go see, or you know, whatever the map or site is. And then on the rifle, he'll switch. Right? So, and then you need to understand if he's a type of Sentinel player that plays that site every time, and I know you know this, where there's Sentinels that only play one site, and then there's Sentinels that switch back and forth, stuff like that, or very versatile, right? So that's on you to identify this, because you're the best player in the lobby. So you need to identify this, okay, through tendencies, through patterns, through defaulting, through collecting data and storing it in the back of your mind to keep for later rounds. Okay, so that's something you really need to do much better. I did not, you know, you would call plays, like, you know, you guys would be like, oh, you know, let's go default, hey, can you walk down mid, stuff like that. But we got to understand what, you know, how to collect this information and how to set up those plays. Okay, we can't just automatically always say default, can't always automatically say rush A. Okay, there needs to be a reason. And that reason is through collecting data and understanding the flow of the game, how the enemies like to play, stuff like that, their weak side, their strong side, where they like to stack, where's their, you know, do they like to walk down, stuff like that. Okay, so let's pick up on these a little bit better. And I think it's, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so usually I do call defaults, because like on like most games I'll call like a default pistol, right?
Yep.
Or like, oh, let's find the KJ, hit opposite site.
Right.
But I found that, like, whenever I call defaults, at least at this rank, it doesn't mean anything to my teammates. As in, like, for them, they're just gonna swing mid and die one by one.
Yeah.
So, like, the best solution I found to this is, like, if you call like a site hit and you let like one guy lurk, Because otherwise, it's just like
Yeah, but
I agree though. I 100%
Yeah.
agree. That's how Valorant should be played.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
Yeah, but you know, we're being a little bit subjective here because you're like, oh, you know, it's these guys are retarded and you know it's not gonna work, right? But let's be objective. Let me help you set you up to be a high level player, okay? Let's think
Okay.
on a high level. Let's think, you know, for the future, not
Mhm.
now, because I'm telling you right now, you're better than this whole lobby, okay? You know that. You're an Ascendant 2 player in a diamond lobby stuck, okay?
Mhm.
So we can't be stuck in this mentality and the subjectiveness as, oh, it doesn't work in this lobby, so what's the fucking point, right? It's like, bro,
Yeah.
let's start thinking high level. It works.
Mhm.
Playing like that works, okay? If you know, if you have a half decent team, obviously you got a little bit lucky, but you know, and you're gonna climb. So let's start thinking where we're supposed to be. That way you will
Okay.
get there. You get what I mean? Because if you're just stuck here,
Okay.
oh, it doesn't work, man. Like you know, I'm just gonna run it down and just swing everything,
Mhm.
bro. You're gonna stay that way. Okay, we gotta
Yeah.
set you up so you're back to where you are or where you belong, your
Mhm.
true skill, whatever it may be, if that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my students do that. Not you, but you know, most of my lower level guys like bronze, plat, like they're like, yeah, but it doesn't work. Like, what's the point? I'm just gonna keep. I'm like, bro, okay, if you want to keep doing it, keep doing it. But you're never ever gonna climb, or you know, you're not thinking on a different level, on a higher
Yeah.
level than this lobby, and that's what I'm just trying to explain to you. And that's why I try not to be too specific, especially
Yeah.
when we break down the rounds. It's got to be somewhat general, because you know it's bro, it's Valorant. Like there's just so much random shit happening. You know, it's not specific. It's very very situational. Most of the way you play games or you
Yeah.
talk in theory stuff like that, it's really situational, right? It
Mhm.
really depends on the information on the board in terms of how many people are alive. Is it a 2v1 post plan, pre plan, entering, retake? Like it's just so complicated. So that's why I try to
Yeah.
talk more generally. But overall, I think you know if you played like that here, I'm not saying that your team would follow you, but if you still kind of play like that, you know, you probably would pick up on some things that are important that would help you win the round while you're
Yeah.
defaulting or splitting up. Obviously, these guys are retarded. They're not listening to you and stuff like you know, it's just a little bit unlucky, right? But let's really think for the higher levels because
Yeah.
you are a high level player. In my mind, I think your true skill is probably still ascendant or higher. So you know, your aim is good. Um, keep working on that stuff like that. But we gotta get the mental game up. Okay, I
Yeah.
think you know. I think it's common, even me, right? Like once you feel
Mhm.
washed, you're stuck. Okay, but you gotta get out of that mental. Okay, you're not washed. Okay, you can still get there. You just gotta put in the work again. And I'm sure
Yeah.
in episode 5 when you got the Ascendant, you put in a lot of fucking work. Obviously, the information you're learning and stuff is new, so it feels fresh. You know you can improve really fast. But
Yeah.
once you come back and you know you're like you think you know what worked back then or those old concepts, like you know the game has changed as well. You got to understand,
Yeah.
you got to keep up with the times. Okay, you know I explain to all my students, bro, like the game, because the ones especially that are new, I explain to them that the game was never like this where there's re-hits in ranked game. Okay, pro play
Yeah.
maybe, but in ranked game where there's re-hits, double fakes, insert mid late lurks. Okay, remember back in the episode 5, bro, they used to only mid late lurk on Icebox. That's the only map. Okay,
Yeah.
or really good players that knew how to lurk properly would come down mid and stuff like that and listen and give info and start coming behind the guys rotating stuff like that. But these days it's the most common shit ever. You never saw
Yeah.
that 2 years ago, right? Like, and you can probably notice that because you're from episode 5 as well,
Mhm.
right? So, and from the beginning of the game, right? So beginning of the game there was not much. You run, you
Yeah.
rush in or you rotate one time, or maybe run a fake. That was very rare though. Like I was like one of the few guys to really push that every game, like let's run a fake, and then people are like this is not 3CT, let's not do it, right? But okay,
Yeah.
but you get what I mean. Now it's very common
Yeah.
where they want to do it. So let's just set yourself up, you know, for the higher levels, and because you are a higher level player than CeeLo, you do not belong here. Okay, so let's move on.
Quick subjective question.
Yep, go ahead.
I have like hell hours on smokes and sentinel, so like I'm really solid on lurking, right?
Yep.
And I think that's my biggest drawback when I play Duelist is like,
Yep.
it's obviously not my job to do that.
Yep,
But
yep.
like, I feel like while I was playing with my team, I identified like 20, 30 gaps, right,
Right,
throughout
right,
the
right,
rounds,
right.
and I'm like,
Yep.
and it's like I can't take
Yeah,
advantage of it.
But
So
know-
like, do I take that upon myself to do it, or
No,
is it
no,
better
no.
if I just like?
I think
okay.
you need to be leading your chamber. Obvious. Okay, let's just
Mhm.
move past that they weren't listening to. Okay, let's
Yeah.
just think in generally, okay, most of the time they're gonna listen to you. So especially if you know what you're talking about, as in you've picked up timing before they have. So
Yeah.
you need to just lead your sentinel at this point, and you focus on your role. You need because you're trying to pick up the sentinel role, but your team cannot entry because they're bad as well. You should have seen the Reyna play. Like
Yeah.
this guy was just AFK on attack, not entering. So you need to take it upon yourself. It's different story if the Reyna knows what to do. Okay, because I tell some of my duelist students as well. I was like, okay, if you have two duelists, it's a shared responsibility. Okay, sometimes you get to lurk, sometimes you get to lurk. Obviously, you got to communicate and kind of work that out. Okay, but you're not gonna always look AFK every time. There are games you might be able to because he's so good at entering. He's like, I don't care, whatever. I'm gonna take it upon myself. Okay, whatever. But still, like, you need to in this specific game. You need to realize that your Reyna's retarded, and you need to take everything on your back, your shoulders, and just be that guy. Okay, and also just I know you're similar to me. We both probably main controller and sentinel before we became duelists, right? So we understand these sick timings, these concepts of how to lurk, and waiting down mid and just listening and waiting for them to rotate. Oh, yo, they're all rotating. See, yo, come back in, and then taking this
Here.
timing down here, or maybe wait for him and then kill him, and then start running down A, taking the space, going spot. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. 100%.
but just lead your sentinel to do that in a productive
Okay.
way, not in an annoying way or like a toxic way. Just tell him, hey, bro, I'm gonna enter onto the site. Can you just kind of hold mid for us or whatever? We're gonna run a fake on A or 4A. Can you just hold down mid for us? We're gonna come back C. If you hear them, let us know. Stuff like guide them, because right? You have to
Yeah.
understand a lot of these guys are kids or new to the game nowadays. A lot of the old guys I notice are kind of gone. All the old grinders and just general casual players, they've all quit. It's just the way that I don't know why, but generally a lot of them have quit. You don't really see, my friends list. None of the old guys are on, right? Like I just know that generally all those guys, the first gen, if you may will, like us, right? We're from beta. A lot of them are gone. Not a lot of people from beta here anymore. Like it used to be 2 years ago. Like episode 5, 6, everyone's like, yeah, I'm from beta, I'm from beta, beta. Like that's kind of when everyone quit, was episode 6. That's what I noticed, right? So just remember, a lot of these guys are new, so you need to show them, not through just words, but action as well. Hey, and maybe you show them the timing as well one time and whatever. Hey, this is how you do it. Okay, stuff like that. Go with the team. I'll do it or whatever. But you get my point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's just move on from that point. So again, just recapping this note, needs to slow down his team on attack. Defense, you're quite good on leading your team and directing them. Obviously, they weren't listening, but whatever. So on attack, run more default. Okay, you should just run default first round if you can. If they don't want to, okay, whatever. Just run. You know what I do in my lobbies, which it probably tilts a lot of people. Okay, I run a fake on the first round because I understand.
I see that every time. Bro.
Yes,
Every
I
single time.
understand that they're just gonna run to where we go on pistol, especially if they hear 5 of us. Okay, I smoked across. And I tell them, yo, we're faking A. We're gonna end C. Lurker, stay outside garage or walk up C long. Okay, I just tell them right before the round, and he goes, okay, gotcha, bro. Okay, whatever. If he dies, we might have to go, because it's gonna be hard to rotate or try to come back and kill this guy, because as soon as this guy kills our lurker, he's gonna take space and start flanking, especially when his teammates telling him, yo, four running down A, right? So set up the plan and be like, yo, we're faking A, we're going to C. Okay, it's super cringe, it's super like try hard, but it works because people are retarded. They just start rotating to the first in pistol round. I don't know why. It's just like a human psychology thing. They just well, I guess it's just a tendency thing generally. Like on pistol, people don't care. They just run it down, right, to C.
Yeah.
So I think that's conditioned a lot of the average pool of players to just start running it down in pistol, and I'm probably a victim too of that. Where these are starting to see, I just start running even if I may, but maybe not. Like sometimes I will identify that. I'll make sure. I'm like, yo, do you hear more than 4 or 3 or more than 5? Okay, if not, I'm solo anchoring 8. Doesn't matter what agent I am. So you get my point. So let's just kind of move on from that. But so next thing is, needs to clear all entry angles, not clear common corners on site. So it kind of happened on A, you guys didn't go B, so it really kind of happened on C as well. You just full throttled spawn. You didn't clear these corners, you didn't clear that, you didn't clear that. Like, you know what I mean? You just kind of went like this, just went this way when you dashed that one round. Just went like that. You could have just died. So always, okay, be vigilant. We went through that. So, and we'll get there again when the rounds come. So let's move on. Not really, not clearing entry angles. So you know what that is, like when you start C long, okay, it's I refer. It's probably not set in stone as in that word, but I call it entry angles, as in the angles where you need to first clear, where they're gonna hold you up to leading up to the first section.
Mhm.
Okay, that makes sense, right? You know how
Here.
people always play
Yeah.
here or
Here.
up on top of here. Okay, you're not gonna just round this corner AFK like do 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 do. Like you're gonna pre-aim, swing wide. One guy holds it. You guys start walking up his team. One guy holds this. You clear this. Come and then you start setting up the first, second section. So that's what I mean by entry angles. You're not really looking or being cautious about it. You may look, but you're not cautious. Okay, you gotta
Yeah.
always be expected for the unexpected, especially in this elo. People just start swinging out. They're just bad. Okay, so yeah, and then just not clearing common corners, self-explanatory, like common spots where they're gonna play here,
Here.
logs,
Here.
here on C,
Mhm.
okay, on B is like, you know, or on garage is like
Here.
here, okay, inside window, in the little laneway sometimes as well. On B is always like
Here.
crossfire angles, okay,
Here.
links, backside, okay, A's, you know, like short,
Here.
always close here. You know how people will like to walk up. I'm sure you like to walk up too, right? I
Yeah.
always come wide. I used to have a problem where I would come tight and I would die because this guy's here. So nowadays, you know, I always come wide to clear because I'm just so worried that someone's here. It's such a common corner, right? Here, when
Yeah.
you guys have not had control for a while, hey, always clear here. Okay, this off angle, right? You know, these monkeys like to sit here and shit, like in
Yeah.
here, stuff like that. Here, graffiti, hell backside, okay, short, always like around here, this area,
Mhm.
right? Super common. Okay, so it's a little bit about being vigilant. Okay, so the next thing is um not picking up the up on defense. We went through that, nothing crazy.
Mhm.
Okay, let's move on to your pros. Obviously there are not that many pros. I'm not really focusing on some the really the things you're doing well, like
Mhm.
to a T. Like I don't really care. You're doing it well, just keep doing it well. Okay,
Mhm.
but you know you got to keep improving it as well. You can't just forget about it and just and let it get to your head. Okay, so comms. I wrote quite active comms, as in feeding information pretty well, and I wrote can feed his team info well, dead or alive, which is good. Okay, but you know, remember what I said. Just cut the noise a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
keep it only the necessary comms. Because I don't know why. Even me, I'm very vocal too. Even in my lobbies, like you know, people get annoyed so easily. Like people are just so sensitive to comms. So you know, just feed the important stuff. You know, feed the even the common knowledge stuff. But just you know, just stop the noise, you know, where you're not certain or you're just kind of talking to yourself because you'll see it in the VOD. You talk to yourself a little bit and
Yeah.
you know they're just annoyed. They just started muting you at one point, right? And it's a little bit too assertive. You're just trying to dominate them in terms of comms. Just keep it chill, keep it nice and relaxed. Everyone's just kind of chilling out, stuff like that. Okay. So for aim, his crosshair placement's pretty good. Your crosshair placement's pretty good. Okay, everywhere you go, it's pretty good. I would like it a little bit better, more consistent. I think it's quite strong though. Like you know, you're always at head level. Can always readjust to head level. Ready for head level. Stuff like
Wait,
that. So
sorry. Could you repeat like the last 30 seconds right after you said comms are too dominant?
yeah. So I just
Sorry, like that for me.
um I can't remember exactly. It'll be in the VOD, but I just you know
Okay.
that's pretty much it. Just you know
Okay.
don't be too dominant.
Okay.
I just keep it. I said keep it chill, relaxed. Like you know,
Mhm.
like where they're not gonna get annoyed. That's pretty much all I
Okay.
said. After that, and then I said your crosshair placement is pretty good. Okay,
Mhm.
it's pretty consistent. You know how to put where it needs to go. You're able to adjust to head level. You're ready for a head level to take fights, stuff like that. So that's pretty good. So, you know, and I knew right away
Mhm.
don't need to teach you these basic mechanics or fundamentals, okay, or these basic concepts. Okay, you're a very experienced player, so we really got to work on the mental game for you.
Quick
Okay.
question
Yep. Go ahead.
about assertive comms.
Yep.
So how do I mean I guess it's a subjective question, but how do you go about like balancing like feeding your team like information and then also like if you're just gonna get muted at some point? Because like you know, it's like
Yep.
if you call like, yo, could we default pistol, right?
Yep.
A lot of time you're gonna get instant muted based on that. How do
Well,
you like
well, not
do you
me.
like
Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
okay. In this specific game, you got muted because I don't. They just
Yeah.
found you annoying for some reason. I'm not saying you are, but they are
Yeah.
thinking that as a party. It's a little bit unlucky because they're a
Mhm.
party. It's different if it's five different randos. Okay, everyone's gonna try their best. Okay, but if they're in a party, they're just talking to each other, so it's a little bit unlucky. But for me, you know, I just, you know, I will kind of just be how do I say this? Like I won't just like start yelling, guys, default first round, guys. Okay, I'll just ask them, hey guys, what do you guys want to do? And then if someone has already talked, I just bounce my ideas on that. Oh yeah, I like that, but can we set one guy mid? Hey, can we kind of default actually? Can we kind of
Okay.
run a fake instead? Like I try to bounce my things off and then be adamant about it. Like it's gonna work. Like I guarantee them. I'm like, yo, it's gonna work. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Right? Like you gotta kind of add that too, because people don't trust people. So you gotta really make sure. And then once those comms work, as in let's run a fake and it worked, they know you're the leader at that point because it's
Okay.
worked,
Yep.
right? So you that's also a factor. Is make sure that the comms are not going to work in the long run in terms of overall, not like 100% every time is gonna work, but
Yeah.
your plan makes sense and it's gonna set your team up for success. Like they can understand that. Like, oh shit, I like that, right? A lot of the comms I make, people will be like, yo, I like that when I make a call in terms of IGLing on a play. Like, let's run a fake, guys, or let's default here, or guys. I noticed they like to stack C. Like I give super important information where I picked up the tendencies. I said, "Yo, they're playing 3C. Can we start A?" And then I'm like, "Yo, we like that. I like that, bro. Let's go. Let's go." Right? So you gotta really kind of be ahead in terms of comms of your
Okay.
teammates, making sure that you know everything. Okay, the important small details, picking up on tendencies where they like to set up, right? So like, a little bit of understanding game sense and just overall having really good knowledge, experience, right? Stuff like obviously there are times I make a call it doesn't work, but I don't just go fuck yo I'm dog shit bro don't listen to me anymore, right? I still start making comms to because I'm trying to win, so I try to at least keep it very what's the word I'm looking for, like not high level, but you know, comms where it's gonna set my team up for success, and my team can understand that they know what what I'm thinking about, or what the play involves, or what it's doing, the purpose of it. Okay, so that's that. Um, just try to bounce your ideas, and then you know, don't just be annoying, because there's some people that are just so set on what they want to do, but they won't listen to them. Yo, let's go see, let's go see. And then the team's like, no, let's just go A, guy. And he's like, no, and he goes by himself, right? No one's gonna listen to you at that point. Okay, you gotta be super like chill out and be bouncy, like bounce your ideas. And then you know, if you're the most experienced player, you kind of understand that. You know, just tell them, guys, and give them the reasons as well. Don't just be like, okay, we're faking A, and they're like, okay, like tell them, guys. They love to over rotate on A. Let's make a bunch of fucking noise. Smoke this cross. Okay, we're gonna get Sova down here. He's gonna solo drone up short, and then we're gonna walk off, and then we're gonna go through mid down to garage into C. One guy's gonna sit out C long. One guy's gonna sit grass. Okay, and then we're gonna start creeping up like that. And then people really like those type of plays, right? Because it makes sense and it works. So keep it like that. Okay. So let's move on. So your pros. So we're on aim now. Okay, yeah. So we're on aim. We said crosshair placement is pretty decent. Is able to one tap decent. And then the next note is able to one tap decently. You know, you're in the beginning you're whiffing like first 5 rounds, but then after you're just fucking shitting on everybody in terms of deletion, speed, time of kills is good. Like I think it's sharp. Okay, obviously it can be much better as well. There's some rounds where you're on attack, you're like shooting them body and just delete them instead. But that just needs a little bit of a refinement, a little bit of practice, consistency, and it'll get there. Okay. That's the easy thing to get. You know that, bro. Okay. The hard thing is understanding pathing, timings, these advanced attacking concepts, setting it up, not just using them, setting them up through tendencies, patterns, what you've seen, the data you've collected, stuff like that. Okay, setting it up, not using it. I think there's a big difference. By just using it is not good enough. You need to set it up and understand what this concept is for, why it'll be good, stuff like that. What are the chances it'll work, like how big is the percentage on that, like you gotta have to mentally know this stuff. Okay. And then you know, stuff like that, retaking, clearing corners, entry angles, you know, retake angles, you know, being patient, stuff like that. So the next thing is has good aim mechanics. Overall I think your aim is quite good. Okay, I can only really praise your aim. Okay, in the beginning you're not heated, you're nervous a little bit. Okay, but you know, even here this is good. You kill this guy, and there's another round you did like a nice 2K. You just boom boom. I think it was around C, right? So I just know your aim is good. It's not your aim. We got to work on everything else, which is important because your aim gets capped you know, you probably should have had like 35 kills in this game if everything was much higher in terms of skill level, right? So you would have just won this game for your team because you're the carrier. You're the carrier. You're just shitting on the enemy, right? Even though it was unlucky you had a DC, but you know, still, like, we gotta get everything up, everything else up. Okay. So let's move on. Movement positioning is aggressive. I like this. Okay, most people do not have this in their mind. You have a little bit of too much no fear though. Okay. A little bit too much. I'm not saying that having no fear is bad, but I like this. Okay, and I don't think I've ever been able to tell this to any student yet because they have not shown me this skill set. Okay, aggression in Valorant is the most important thing. Not running it down with your knife type aggression. Okay, not letting them breathe. Okay, you always being in these retarded spots where they cannot expect, because, you know, for example, you kill this guy here. What is he gonna tell his teammate when you kill him here?
Kill me CTs walking up.
He won't say walking up, but he'll say, yo, he's close to CT, he's close spawn, right? Then, you know, good players would reposition where they're here, instantly delete them because they're running out their knife because that guy told them that he's here. So it's a little bit of a micro positioning thing, adjusting thing where you're what is the word I'm looking for? Like you're like a ghost. Like they last saw you here, but then you're here, or then you're in garage, you know, here, or like coming back down mid. You know what I mean? You're like a ghost, right? So that's really important. But that's what the really good players do. But you have potential for that just through your aggression. But you gotta add the brain part to the aggression. Okay, understanding how they communicate and understand how they think, right? Because you just have to flip it, okay? If you are on this end and you died to this guy, you just tell him, yo, he's close spawn, and then, right? And then your teammate would play accordingly. So you gotta always remember like that. Okay, if I kill this guy here, they know I'm here now. I'm gonna come over here, and then this guy just jumps down, and I'm ready for this guy. Boom, right? Stuff like that. Like, just being a ghost, I guess that's what we'll call it, okay? But overall, I've never been able to tell this to a student, but aggression is key. Okay, you really need to not let them breathe and really be unexpected like a ghost. Really, just really throw them off, because once you start doing that well and you do it all the time, like consistently, I'm saying like every round, every other round, bro, people get scared of you. Do you add a layer of fear into their brain, right? Let's think on a psychological level, like, and that's happened to me where I'm just like, yo, I cannot kill this guy, and then I start getting in my head and I get scared to fight him, or I'm just caught stuck looking for him somewhere, some random spot, right? And he's already on somewhere else, 2 steps ahead. So we really gotta add that to our game in terms of, like, you have the physical, like, you know, not the physical, but the aggression. We gotta add the layers of thinking with our aggression. It's like the same thing when you enter the site here. Like, your first thought process is just to full throttle into spawn, but right, we gotta add our brain. Clear this, make sure it's safe for my team, then I start fucking throttling and becoming a ghost or whatever, running it down, swinging to 5 people, whatever it may be. I don't care what you do, but I always tell my students, always make sure first second is clear before you go to third, but also understand, I'm not saying it's mandatory, it's optional, you can don't do it all the time, but you have to understand there's risk with here. And I told my student yesterday as well, because he's a new Duelist player, he's really doesn't understand the role. I told him, bro, okay, this part here really dictates who wins the round. Okay, if you come here and kill 3, you win the round, or kill 2, you win the round. Pretty much, like, sets your team up to win more often, right? But if you come here and die, okay, that's a big problem. They're gonna likely start retaking, and it's really tough, okay, when you give up this space, especially when you're walking down. You don't know how many rounds I've played where it's like a 4v2. We all start coming spawn. They just start deleting us here. We lose the round, right? So there's a lot of risk here. So just keep that in mind. Don't just throttle to spawn. First, second clear for my team, because, you know, I don't know if you heard me say this, but it's just a selfless role. Okay, you need to make sure you're clearing these corners and angles are clear for your team to plant and set up. Okay, I'll give you a specific example that you did. You entered with one of your team, I can't remember who it was, okay, and then you just immediately would spawn, and then you kill the Sova here. That's not really what the point is, but he was solo planning. You were the only 2 on the site. Remember, he's like, yo, you need to help hold me when I'm planning. Remember when he said that? It was like earlier. You need to be here when he's planning. Just wait, clear everything. Make sure, okay, you guys get on site. I'll kind of show you, go through the motion. Okay, so we clear the entry angles. Okay, now we clear the first section. Okay, now we're working the second section. Okay, it's clear. This is smoke. Perfect world. This is smoke. You need to stay here. and make sure, because
Okay.
what do you do when people start planning and you know they're kind of by themselves, it's not a whole team.
Swing out.
Exactly.
Um,
You're gonna try to kill him. That's what they did. So you need to be his protector. That's what I meant. Remember what I said? Selfless. You need to have his back because there's no one put. Okay, obviously you guys still won the round, but still, like I'm not looking at the result. I'm looking at really the sequence. Like you need to help him here, bro. Like this is your job. This is your role.
Yeah.
And just hold him for. It only takes 4 seconds. So just hold him. Hold him.
Yeah.
Just wait for a second, then start throttling. Okay, obviously you might lose the timing, but you gotta make sure it's safe for your team. Okay,
Yeah.
because he'll never just plant at the higher levels. He might just start tapping, and remember, the faster you get the bomb down, the faster you can win the round because it takes 45 seconds. The faster it starts ticking, the faster the timer goes down. So that's efficiency as well. But he died. Okay, at the higher levels, you guys probably would have lost this round, in my opinion. Okay, he walked out the smoke, kills him. Okay, they know bomb's not down. They just have to wait. And then once you guys start tapping, they're all ready. They start swinging out, flooding, using utility. You guys are fucked. Okay, so
Yeah.
because if he got it down fast, he could start running long, sending up, throw it, whatever, molly, get ready to fly, or come to this corner and kind of play with you, stuff like that. So you get my point. But really, 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 really make sure it's safe and hold him, help him out a little bit, because he's gonna have your back, don't you think? When you plant, or somebody's gonna have your back when you plant. So it's kind of like thinking like that, like give it how you would want it. Okay, so
Yeah.
you when you're planting the bomb, I'm sure you want someone to cover you. So
Yeah.
do the same thing. Don't just throttle to third spot. And there's a time and place to do this. Okay, as in you leave him by himself and then go. I'm not saying always hold him all the time. Okay, if you need to grab the timing in a 2v4, you guys know there's 4A. You guys rotated, ran through mid, came garage, and everything's kind of clear through mid. Okay, then it's fine because you know that it's kind of clear. He's got it. Okay, there are times where even in those moments they'll kill him, but still, you must take a higher risk play when it's 2v4, right? Because you need to cut down the man advantage. You're not gonna sit here AFK, wait for the 2v4 retake, right? You're gonna have to make some sort of high risk play in those scenarios. So again, that's what I mean. It's I'm not saying do it all the time. There's a time and place for it, but in this specific scenario, you should probably hold him here. Okay, so let's move on. Give me one sec. So pretty good. Oh, so it's aggressive. Okay, the next point is place. So give me 1 second here. Sorry, let me just move this note over. Okay, my chat's going crazy. I got a bunch of new viewers. Okay, so pretty good with placing himself in good spots. I think this is probably more of a defensive note. You're pretty good on defense, man. Like overall, like you kind of know here. Like remember that when you hit the ult and you spam it, stuff like that. Like you have good sweet spots that you like to play or know that are working when they're coming in or you're holding for something. Like even on short. I would still say it needs a little bit more patience. But overall, I think your defense is quite solid. It's your attack that you struggle with because you were not heated on attack at all. It could be a little nerves or whatever, but still, like I know for a fact it's due to you not understanding fully what to do, or you're just stuck trying to be a sentinel because that's your old role or whatever maybe. But you kind of get my point. Let's really, because if you're gonna play duelist, you're a duelist. Okay, you're not a sentinel. And obviously, there's a time and a place for it too, where you might have to lurk, you might have to pick up certain spots, you might have to be the smokes when there's no smokes alive, stuff like that. You might have to, morph into another role at times when it's 2v2 and stuff like that. But you gotta leave it to those moments. You can't do it when it's 5v5. Okay, because you were doing it when it's 5v5. Just leave it up to your sentinel, and then you focus on what you need to do, your padding, your efficiency, your job to set your team up. Okay, just how the initiator will play with you, and obviously that's your job as well, and making sure the initiator is always with you, not always with you, but playing you with you or setting you up is what I mean. Okay, flashback side and you dash, or breach stun and dash, tail missiles, and then you start running out and start scaling, right? Sky flash, sky dog, play off the dog, stuff like that. So that's on your job, but that's your responsibility to also make sure that they are going to set you up. Obviously, there's gonna be times they don't set you up. You need to be like, yo, can you just like flash for me one time backside, like tog in so I can dash, right? So really, really understand the most roles aren't like that. It's really the initiator dueler role where they go hand in hand. They must work together. right? Because Sentinel and a Control, they don't need anybody. They really only
Yeah.
need to hold flank on Sentinel, hold down parts of the map, and then Controllers just need to throw a smoke, and no one cares what the fuck he does after he throws down smokes, right? He can go
Yeah.
lurk, come with you, whatever, run down spawn. Okay, so but yeah, that's that. Okay, so let's move on. So I wrote utility usage dash usage is good on defense. I didn't write defense, but I realized it's only for defense. This note, and then I wrote entering dash is bad. It's just not bad, but that's just how I type.
Yeah.
So it needs work, refinement, a little bit more of a layer of a protection for yourself. That way you can do. It's like setting yourself up. You can just do this. Come here. Come out the smoke. Clear this. Oh, it's clear. And then they come out, and then you start looking logs backside, look plat, and then start working towards throttling towards the third section. Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I just showed, I literally cleared the whole first second section off that one dash, this one spot, right? But this smokes helps me do that. But if I'm just here out in the open, like you're gonna die if this guy's just hiding here, right? You're hear that, or even the logs guy, or this guy here, or the guy coming out spawn really fast, stuff like that, or the second guy coming out spawn. This guy might be here like this. You're trying to kill him, and the second guy's coming out to help him, stuff like that. But yeah.
Is that your favorite entry spot on C?
No.
I like dashing default. I feel like it's a little bit.
I'm dashing here. Or I'm just dashing in the middle. I always go like this, and then come like obviously smoke will be a little bit better, and the perfect roll just smokes. But yeah, it's always better to this is probably the most ideal
Blocking sight.
spot.
Yeah.
Just go like this and come in the smoke because they start tunnel. I explained this so many times. When a jet dashes, and I know because I've done this myself many times already. When he dashes, I start tunnel visioning on this retard. I'm trying to kill him. Right, I'm like, yo, I need to kill this guy because I'm trying to clear the threats, right? But then when I'm fighting him, either he's repositioned through the smoke or his teammate's already there and killing me. So, I kind of now these days I'm patient. So even if he dashes out, I'm looking at the second layer, his teammates, not him, because they're gonna be less protected because they're running out to follow him and start going here, and then I come back or my teammate, whatever, maybe we're just my teammate holds the smoke or this guy has it or whatever maybe, but here it's the same thing. This is my most favorite spot to play, and they will dash, and I'll just kind of wait here, waiting, because I know he's in the smoke. He's not gonna just peek, or he's just waiting in a corner or whatever. So I just kind of wait and I'll kill this guy and then come back. Okay. Let's move on to the game sense. Okay, this is the only note I had. I wrote. You understand most concepts, right? Like, even I wrote understands most concepts on attack, but when I think about it, you actually understand most of the concepts. Because you're calling to rehit, or you're like, oh, try to stay, kind of make a noise. Don't just fully rotate so it looks like a rehit, right? Remember that, Ron? Like, you understand these things, so that's a plus. Okay, I don't need to teach you these from the ground up or explain it to you. You understand what all of these are, what they're kind of meant for, I hope. Stuff like that. But we gotta really work on where we now understand the concepts, but set them up where it's gonna work. Okay, or understanding what is good for this type of situation, stuff like that. Like, for example, if they're stacked fast rotating A when you guys start A, like, you guys need to start inserting lurks mid slash planning a rotation right away, like before the round starts. Yo, these guys have just been fast rotating 10 rounds in a row. Let's start A, run a a fake. When these guys start running off, we'll still make noise and we'll have a lurker. So that way these guys can, as a pair, run so they don't just die by themselves with the bomb. And this guy will give us information as well, as in, yo, they're rotating or they're coming back, whatever it may be. It's all situational, but you get my point. Okay, so let's get into the round specifics. I know we were kind of yapping on these notes for a little bit, and that's fine. These notes are quite chunky because I try to my very best to be as detailed as possible.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Because you're in the higher levels. At the lower level guys, there's no point for me being super specific. Like, they're not gonna really even like care about the small information, right? But I still try to be detailed with them so I can explain the whole situation and be specific. Because some of my students, not all, but very small, okay, they try to lie to me when I bring up a round. They're like, no, that wasn't your. I'm like, that was your 100%. I would not have wrote it like this or whatever, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, or like, you were here, like 100. Like, no, I wasn't. I'm like, yes, you were. Like, okay, like, watch about. So anyway, so let's move on. Round one. Okay, so you guys.
Water real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, 100%. Me too. I'm gonna drink some water. I'll talk to chat real quick.
Okay.
Evening, had awful games tonight. Can't wait to get your coaching. What was the Kovacs playlist you used? Been back on past few days. I will send it to you if you message me on Discord. For sure, Muller Light. Klo792 SSS. I don't know what that means. Lono6X. Big fan, man. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. Oh, it's Clue. I thought it was Lou. Clue792. Thanks, Lono. Okay. We are coaching a Ascendant 2 player, Peak, from episode 5. He's currently Diamond. So it's a little bit more of a high level thing going on here. Wonder who's in the chat, but how many viewers we got here, boys? I don't know. I don't see my viewer count, so somebody tell me, quick. Oh, my neck. Oh, appreciate it. Inconsistency really has been my killer. That and junk food. Yeah, you gotta work out, bro. You gotta make sure your mind is clear. Stuff like that.
I'm back.
Alright, bro, let's jump into this. Okay, I'm gonna try to go as efficiently as I can, so that way we can kind of get through this in a good time. I don't want to be on this for 4 hours. Okay, so
Yep.
let's just power through it. So I wrote they, but their front garage with comms tells his team to chill, and he just dashes into B and dies. Can just wait and be patient, or entry through garage, or even rotate. Okay, remember this round. You guys started here.
Yeah.
Okay, you're like chill. You see it in the VOD, and then you just went here. You just ran up AFK. You didn't even clear any corners, and you just died to the tail, right? Like, you know what's wrong with this, bro. Like you're telling them to wait, and then you're running it down. Like, right? Like you know what's wrong with this, bro. And so let's get past it. That's the first mistake. Okay, you should not do that. You should just kind of be vigilant. Hold this off angle. Okay, clear this just in case they've walked down and sat there like you did as well. One round, people do that. I do this play all the time, so I always make sure to do it. There are times you don't have to when you've swung out. The timing is there where they cannot go, but it depends also on the agents. If they have an omen and stuff like that, you probably have to clear every time. But sorry. So dies can just wait and be patient. As in, you could have just walked up here and just waited and just try to listen, or even try to walk up. You're like, oh, there's, or whatever. You had a sixth sense. You're like, oh, nobody's here. You just walk. It's crazy intuition or something, whatever. Okay, or you got the info and you knew, you heard three over there or whatever, maybe. Okay, just be patient here. Okay, just work it. See if you can get a kill. Okay, there's nothing there. Or if you think it's, they're already in the crossfire areas where you cannot do it by yourself, you should not go. Okay, you gotta be disciplined. Just do not go. But you just dashed in AFK into Link. I'd probably prefer you to go this way too if you're gonna do that, because you guys started this side, they're gonna start leaning over this way anyways. The guy from B will come this way, right? So just go this way and maybe just fuck with their brain. If you want to do this type of play, just go here, go through the spawn, or try to kill the A guys and tell them to come A, clear A, whatever, A lobby. Yep. Or entry, so you can be patient, or entry, just you could have just went through garage. Your first initial thought process, okay, we're starting garage, I'm gonna try to clear this for my team, clear the space, and then I wrote even rotate, because remember what I said with pistol rounds, just start running to where you guys start. So once they hear you guys are grass, okay, they're gonna leave maybe one guy here and just start stacking towards this general area. So you could have just called to rotate here, make some noise, smoke garage window. Let's pretend like we're going garage, guys. Okay, boom, 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 whatever. You guys start clearing this. You guys get up in here, start walking off, guys. We're going A, and then whatever, you guys go this way or go up this way, and then maybe one guy will be here B as well. Trying to make it look like he's lurking into here to go here, whatever maybe. Okay, so you can get really creative with this type of thinking. Okay, and really throw your enemies off. They're gonna be like, oh fuck, they're all garage, because we gotta think about how they're coming. When you do this, they're gonna be like, yo, they're in garage. They're in garage. At least three. Okay, the B guy's gonna come over here. Maybe hold it from here, but come here. The A guy, two guys on A. One guy's gonna come over. Okay, the C guy's already set up. One guy's log. One guy's back plat. Whatever, maybe backside platform. Okay, so there's multiple ways you could have played this, but you just ran down and dashed in. Okay, so let's move on. Nothing. These aren't crazy rounds. It'll get crazier when the rounds are more hectic. Round two. and the VOD is there, and also I'll give you these notes so you can always go back and watch it. So goes up mid, dies from window. As in like you walk down window and died. That's what I meant. He could have gone through grass box, jump up like I do. Okay, so you went down here. I can't remember exactly what happened, but you died like around this area. It's not
Yeah.
that crazy. Okay. Oh, if you're gonna go down mid, you might as well just come through grass. Okay, you come this way. You don't clear this, but start of the round, boom. I usually take my knife out and do it. So, because let's say there's
I think I do
multiple.
that one run.
Yeah. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying this is just what I
Yeah.
do, so you can kind of
Yeah.
see a more efficient pathing. Obviously,
Yeah.
when I'm by myself, I might not have my knife out, maybe, but there's always multiple people here, so I just take my knife out, bunny hop over here, take my gun out, and then start. That way, I have a timing on
Yep.
this angle instead of. And this can be clunky at times, so if you don't get it right too, it happens to me. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to make noise, and I'm looking down and shit, right, just to make sure. So, you can get really good at it though, where it's always. Oh well, yeah, that's probably really bad. Where you can kind of just, it's probably right here. Yeah, right here. So it's on the corners where you can just, you don't really need to think. It's auto silent. And then, if you're going to come down window, you might as well come wide this way. No, don't come down window and then come back wide because you've lost your timing. This guy's
Yeah.
probably going to be, most people play this angle or, this angle. But,
Yeah.
I think this one is way more common because if there's a garage guy, they're not going to play here. They're going to play here.
Yeah.
Usually the B guy, in my opinion, generally. So, that's
General
that.
question.
Yep.
After you lose pistol, what do
Yep.
you like calling? So I'll go one of two ways. So like on Haven, I'll be like, guys, they're gonna be horny for picks. We're on pistols. They have guns. Let's just wait for them to walk out garage.
Yep. Yep.
But like if it's split, I'll be like, yo, their mid's weak, and we have 5 pistols. Could we just smoke vents, run up heaven, something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
What
I
like
mean, you can
what
get
something you like call?
creative. Like, I mean, if really situational. If you guys got the bomb down and you guys killed more than 3 of them or 2 of them, and some of you guys have a lot of money where all your economy is 2.5. Okay, this is me. I'm not saying this is what you need to do, but this is me.
Yeah.
I'm telling them to force. Okay, that because I'm more of an aggressive style of player where I understand that if we win this round, it's gonna give us a good economy boost. I'm just more of an aggressive type player. In terms of just overall team effort and economy. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
like you shouldn't do this, but I like to hero buy. I like to buy Deagle second round. Make sure I have like one. Because that's what the pros do. That's what the Radiant players do. They lose pistol, right? Let's say they didn't even get the bomb. They all have 2K. They're buying a Deagle. They're gonna have 1.2K. Okay, because they understand that Deagle can change the round if they kill one, pick up a gun. Okay, give it your teammate. Then it just starts snowballing. I'm sure you've seen those type of rounds.
Yeah.
Right, one kill on eco and it just starts boom, boom, and then the defenders are in a fucking a 3v5 and they have two guns of yours,
Yeah.
right? And then even if they don't win the round and they kill 2 of those remaining 3, they've done their job on eco. So yeah, that's just me though. I like to hero buy. I like to tell my team. Maybe not so much these days, but when I first came back, or when I would play like maybe last year a little bit, like 2 months here and there, like I would just tell these guys force, right? Because it's just such a more aggressive thing. Where if we win and we just run it down as a team, forcing all stingers, bro, the one guy on site, 2 guys on site are gonna have a
Yeah.
big hard time. Like they're gonna crap their pants. And also we're 5 guys with stingers. Like, bro, think about how scary that is. Even if you have a vandal, like, bro, like you're gonna die because the fire rate's so high. So that's just me. But
If
yeah. Go ahead.
Since you are saying that I'm like probably one of the better players in the lobby each game I play, like I should probably buy the Deagle, right?
Yeah, I would
Yeah, I
probably
feel-
recommend it. Because
Yeah.
if you have good aim and you're confident in your abilities of, okay, it's not just about buying a deagle and waiting for them AFK. Okay, it's finding them and killing them, or waiting
Yeah.
and predicting they're gonna walk out, or you do a sick time, you walk behind, whatever it
Mhm.
may be, or But yeah, I would
Yeah.
probably recommend doing that if you have good solid aim. If you don't, you might as well not. You might as well just. Because when you have good aim and you're confident in your abilities, you don't need full armor. You could, there's so many games where I've won rounds where I forced, and then I forced where I shouldn't force, and then the next round my team has a full loadout, and they're like, "Oh fuck, you don't have a gun." I'm like, "Don't worry," and I buy a rifle, no armor, all my utility, and I still do well because I understand. I believe in my aim. I don't need to just have 150 armor to win fights, right? I've won so many fights on 10 HP, right? So I just instantly delete them headshot. So, um, yeah, I think I would recommend you just buy this sheriff, but to understand, you need to add some value. You can't just feed with the sheriff. You gotta at least try to get a pick, kill 2,
Yeah.
or get some guns, or at least reduce their economy as well. That's kind of probably the main thing why the higher level players do it is, they want to get kills so they can kind of ruin their economy a little bit more. You know, if they stay 5 alive, they're gonna bonus with all bonus, right? But
Yeah.
you know, if you kill 3 of them, some of them might light buy, so their economy they're forced to spend some money, buy kit, util, whatever it may be. But you get my point.
Yeah.
That's you know, it's a good question, but you know, it's really situational. It really depends. But yeah, you should just buy a share if you're feeling frisky, stuff like that. I would probably, in terms of strategy, you know, I think the most common thing when you lose is to run it down 5, but you know, defaulting is probably the best thing you can do because, especially when you're on attack, defenders usually understand that you're on economy and they start running it down, kind of like you did here as well. Like, even though it's a 4v5, but you know, they understand that you guys are weak, so they're trying to eco you guys, like get eco kills, right? So you can catch some greeting a lot, stuff like that, especially when you're together with, you know, all sheriffs. You guys, it only takes 3 shots, so 1 shot each, you kill 1 guy, so stuff like that. But let's move on from this point. Nothing crazy here. You guys were eco, so there's not much to it. It's just your pathing, overall efficiency. Just come to this way, because there's some risk here. You lose the you don't have angle advantage. Okay, these guys started the round just holding this always, right? So you have to clear and swing, which is difficult when, especially when you don't have good economy. Okay, so round 3, they start A, doesn't smoke cross, and you're gonna say this is the most common thing that I write. Okay, you don't smoke cross, okay, because you guys went A, you didn't do it 1 time. So goes A, doesn't smoke cross first team. They get a kill 5 before, so this is that round I was talking about. They get a he doesn't smoke for his team. They get a kill long, 5v4, 4 long, 1 short. Okay, 4 of you were long, 1 with the chamber was short. Gets delayed by Teo. Okay, let's just stop there for now. So again, I explained it to you. Just always smoke this. Okay, that was a bad one. Always smoke this and then come out together. Okay. Then you guys got here. Chamber was short by himself. You're here. On 3, yeah. Gets delayed by Tail. You wanted to go, but then the tail missiles came. Very good utility by him. And then here, as soon as it stopped and you started wanting to go or going, the chamber dies. Okay, and then you see 2 backside. You just need to tell your team, get the fuck out, or at least try to go and kill this there, because he's gonna come behind you guys a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. So especially when his teammates tell him, yo, 4 long, and he kills the guy chamber, he knows this is free, so he can do whatever the hell he wants. Okay. Gets delayed by Teo. They see 3 on minimap. He needs to call rotation. Okay, self-explanatory. Just get the hell out. You guys ended up going in and dying. Okay, like, it's just so silly, and this was really what made them snowball their economy. Because okay, the 3rd round when you've lost pistol, 1st and 2nd, is the most important. You know that, because if you lose this round, you're gonna have to eco next round. That's the problem. You're losing 2 rounds. So, and if you win, they bonused, so they buy, and then if you win it again, they have to save on the 5th round. So you get 2 rounds, right? So that's why this round is super important. You probably will hear me on the VOD saying, okay, I'm really interested in seeing how they play this round, because it's really big, especially because, bro, Haven is an attack side of map. Okay, you can just run around on the defense all day, because you gotta make them react, not predict. Okay, because they kind of predicted this as well when they heard you here. They're gonna run up, and then they all rotate it, right? But make them react. You guys come 5 here, they stack it, you rotate. Okay, this is gonna be less resistance. Okay, let's move on from that. No, nothing crazy. Just identify, call the rotation, calm down. Even after you want to go after this missile, it's too late at that point. This missile has bought enough time for them to rotate, or for some resistance to build, like, you know, like for them to kind of stack the site. Okay, just slow down. Okay, guys, I think they know where we are here. Can we just, you know, maybe go see or work down mid, whatever it may be. Okay, so it's all situational, but you get my point. Just don't start mindlessly running down.
Yeah.
Gotta set your team up for success. Round 4, they start. So you guys aren't equal now. Because you guys lost this round, which is crucial. Okay, so you guys lost 4 rounds, but you only really lost 2 rounds. You get what I mean? As in 2 rounds where you're fighting back in terms of economy and the kits. Okay, you're forced to give up 2 rounds because you're saving. I'm not saying that you don't win ecos, or not you, but generally. But it's a high chance you lose eco, so it's very rare for people to eco people. It's probably like in the 10-20%. Higher levels, it gets higher because their aim is good. They just need a sheriff and just start winning around, snowballing, right? But in these elos, it's quite rare. It's really hard. Okay, so round 4, they start grass. He's holding B for too long. His team is in garage. He could have entered and scaled C long time ago. Gets a good sheriff kill through smoke. Needs to shoot dart. He's backed by double boxes near plat. Okay, so let's just kind of stick to the first point. They start grass. He's holding B for too long. Okay, you'll see it in the VOD. There's 4 of them waiting for an entry. Your Reina's brain dead, cannot do it. So you're just here like doop, 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 doop. Like you should have been here with them. Okay, tell your chamber, watch mid, and then you should have dashed out like that. Okay, and then they come pouring out. If they start dying here, you peek, whatever it may be. Okay, but they got on the site, and then you came. You just let them do all the heavy lifting, and then you just kind of just came in and just like we gotta add some sort of value and have production value. Okay, so let me just read this note again. Long time ago, he gets a good sheriff kill through smoke. So you got a good kill through here. I remember you killed a guy here. It was the killjoy. He just went boom in the smoke. 1 chapter. That was great. Good kill. And then you got darted. The dart just you're like over here or something around this area, and the dart comes and you cannot shoot it. Right? You'll sit in the VOD. Like once you see this dart, you need to immediately go. Cause remember you got pinged here. I was like, oh, and you'll hear me in the VOD. I'm like, oh fuck, he's dead. They should have killed you. I don't know how they don't kill you here when they fully see you. Okay, but you got lucky. Okay, you need to immediately, even if you're looking here and you hear it, okay, you need to look and get. There's timing as well. Even if it hits the wall, you can still shoot it if you're fast enough. So, this is a smaller thing, but at the higher levels, you're dead. You're not alive. So, like I'm really trying to set you up to be a good player. Gotta immediately, and it helps not identify where your team is as well. If you like 2-3 people got tagged, so they automatically know where you guys are. Okay, you need to hide the information from them and just reject his value. He's trying to get value with his dart to see where you guys are, which he did. Okay, they didn't execute well on it, the information, but you needed to like decline, I guess. Just like nope, you're not getting away with it. And you'll see even in my lobbies, low mortal, high ascendant, bro. Like people are so good at killing the dart. When I play solo, bro, I'm like, yo, I can never ping these guys. They're just so fucking aware about the dart, right? Obviously back then it wasn't, but these days people are really good to kill the dart. Okay, so that's the first. That's the second mistake I would say. First mistake is you should have entered with your team and be ready and clear these corners. The third mistake is he's backed by double box. Oh wait, yeah. So you're backed by double boxes right here, around here. I can't remember exactly where. Needs better positioning. He's still. Oh, okay, I remember. And then you came over here and died here. Okay. Once, because you lived, okay, whatever you're just get the hell out of that area. Just come back and come play here. Come back default soft. Like, get ready to swing them or hold an off angle, or come over here, same thing. Or come garage and kind of just, your team's over here, so you can just kind of hold this for them. Come over here, stuff like that. So, it's a little bit of a micro adjustment in terms of movement. Okay. They saw you here, they whiffed on you, and then you just came over here, and they just know you're in this area. Okay, so just move, get out of view. Just come over here and do it, or go sit here like I showed you. Come over here, go back long. Okay, be super unpredictable. So the next thing is round. Oh, okay. So this is where my internet went off. I missed 1 round, so I didn't see round 5. It was really unfortunate, but yeah, we're gonna have to skip round 5. Actually, so yeah, I don't think my stream got it. I was watching. But I was fixing the stream key. I don't know what the hell's going on with my shit, but my OBS is retarded. But so I missed round 5. Okay, so my bad. Round 6, they go A. He didn't smoke cross again. He dashes into short, comes out with the stinger and kills Sova. They know one flank. Chambers holding it. Okay, so let's stop there. So again, smoke this, bro. Smoke it every single time. Now you know. Smoke it.
Yep.
You went down short with a stinger. Okay, and then you dashed through. So you kind of dry swung this, and then you dashed. Wait, let me just read this again. He dashed into short. I'm pretty sure you dashed here, right? Yeah, and then you came up, and then the Sova was here, and then you killed him. Great. Great identification that he was long. You should probably clear your corners though, just in case that someone's there. Because if you just came out, you get him, but you're dead, and then the whole entry kind of gets put to a halt. So just kind of maybe just come wider and just kind of just jiggle it a little bit, and then come look. Okay, and then they know. So then you guys had all the sight. Okay, they know one flank. everyone was like flank, flank, flank. The trip went off. Okay, the chamber was already long looking. Okay, you don't need to come back for flank. This is a common theme you do too. You keep coming back for the flank. Who cares about the flank? Okay, your role is to hold down the site at this point when you have it. So just stay here and get ready to fight for it. Whether it's there, here, or little off angle, or you're sticking on default, or you're sitting short, AFK, or you're over here. Okay, he's holding the cross. It's not like it's an omen or something on their enemy team. They have to shift walk past this point or dash, which they don't have. So you need to kind of just stay on the side because you're like ditching your teammates, right? Like you're here, you had sight, and then you just start running immediately after they calling flank. But your chamber was already here long, and and you'll see in the VOD, you started coming in front of him, like blocking his view. Like, bro, just let him get it, bro. That's his role.
I think I just tunnel visioned. I just like
Right.
I don't know. Like
I think.
I didn't even register that he was on my team, to be honest.
Right.
Like he was like.
I honestly think it's because you have a good knowledge of being a sentinel. You understand that if they're flank, you need to come back and fight them. But he's there. Let him do his role. You do your role. You entry great. You got the kill. You got the site free. Made sure it was clear. I don't remember if you cleared every corner, but still, again, I'm gonna remind you, clear everything. First, second section, sections leading up to first section. Okay. And you have it, bro. Stay here and just fucking get ready for these fights because on retake they're flooding out. Okay, and it's unexpected. A lot of times you're not gonna know when they're coming out, so you need to be with your team, playing with them. Okay, that's all I have to really say. Overall, it was a good entry, I think, in my opinion. Just clear your corners a little bit better, and just like I told my students early when I started, like the first week, second week, I was telling my students, you gain space. Then you gotta fight for the space. There's time and place to give it up, but this is not the time and place. You have all of sight. You must hold the space here. Okay. So let's move on. So he's holding it long. He can just hold sight with his team, whiffing a lot on tail spawn, and Clove jumped out. Oh, I remember you still died as well. I don't care about the results a lot, but this is just more your mechanicals. Okay, you were whiffing on this guy, and if I'm wrong, I don't know. It doesn't matter if you won or lost, but still, I can't. I think you guys lost this round. I could be wrong, but you whiffed on this guy, and then round 6.
Round 6.
No, maybe you guys won. Maybe I'm not sure. But
I'm just looking at the timeline. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just worried more about what you're doing. But you whiffing on this guy like crazy. I can't remember if you had a stinger still, probably, and then you whiffed on this guy too, jumping down. Like, you need to kill this guy, bro. Like, he killed you. Like, it's kind of silly. So nothing too crazy in this round. Okay, so this notes. Okay, didn't smoke cross. That's the first mistake. Second mistake is probably just going back long and not clearing your corners vigilantly. And then also third mistake is just, you gotta get your aim to a level where you're not whiffing on these 2 easy ass kills. Okay, just super easy ass kills, and you would have stayed alive and saved your economy. You don't need to keep buying guns because you're dying. Okay. So let's move on. Round 7. They start A. He pops knives. Does a smoke cross again. Goes up long. I'm not even gonna get into it because we know now. Okay, just smoke it every time. Goes up long. You pop knives, goes up long, comes short to help. Oh, okay, so you went up long, you're super aggro, you're just running it down, and then you came around like this. Okay, one thing I'll say is with this note is, and I wrote, probably could just hold spawn or stay backside hell side until they see one short or need help. As in, you're coming along because there's 2 of your teammates here. Okay, you'll know if there's resistance there when they start dying. But it's a little bit about you're trying to be a little bit too proactive, as in no, I'm not saying it's bad. I think it's good that you're trying to help them here. But the problem is that you didn't look anywhere else where if one guy was just here, you're dead. He just hears you running and you're dead, right? So let them handle it until they say, yo, he's the one short, or you see it on the question mark, or they both die, or whatever. Okay, so you do your vigilant stuff that you need to do. Come here, look graffiti, clear, start jumping up. Okay, nothing backside, and then now they start, because the short guys usually come a little bit later, right? So if once they start dying or start fighting, then you can come back, maybe smoke and then come back, whatever. But do this first section, second section first. You kind of have to rely on them to do this leading up to first section part first. By themselves, because they're in pair. They're in a pair. Right? Yep. Go ahead.
I guess that round I won. Because it's like you clear the first section before the second section. That's why I want to go back because I think the short guy even got a kill on one of my teammates. And like,
No,
oh shit.
no, there was nobody here, if I remember
Oh wait,
correctly.
really?
Yeah, there was nobody here.
Yeah,
You guys,
I thought you had Invisible War.
it's just a little bit of an efficiency I noticed, like a padding and thing where you're just like you're tunnel visioning on short, but there's two
Yeah.
guys there, there's no resistance, so just let
Yeah.
them handle it.
Okay.
And I love this thought process. Okay, the execution I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. Okay, but I like the thought process. You're super hyper aggro. You're just going, but remember, do your protocol, do your workload, do your job. Okay, clear this for them. For when they have cleared this already, they don't need to look there anymore. You're literally sitting here AFK. You've got it under control. Okay. Could just hold spawn or stay backside hell until they see one short or needs help. As in, okay, you got to here, you did your protocol, and they die. Okay, obviously then you're gonna have to start going back and killing this guy as fast as possible, so they don't flood retake. But from what I remember, I could be wrong. There's pretty much nothing there. So just let them handle that part. Round 8. Trying to plan pre, but needs to apply advanced attacking concepts into his plan. And what I mean by this is not by just using it, but understanding what these concepts are for. That's kind of what I meant. They start semi-default 2-2-1, so 2 C long, 2 mid, 1 A main. Okay, the Reyna was A main, I remember this. He's mid with chamber and grass. He gets tail drone, gets tagged. So right here, remember this? The tail drone came out. You get tagged. Your chamber had left at this point already. You get tagged, and you guys, and then whatever, right? He gets tail drone, gets tagged, immediately runs off. They all run. He gets, and then you guys all start, and then you're like, okay, let's lean towards A. You'll see it in the VOD. You're like, hey, let's lean towards A. But the problem here is that, obviously your chamber should probably still be here, AFK lurking / gaining info. First thing, you gotta kill this drone, bro. It's coming out. You gotta kill it. Okay, and then you guys just don't run off. Kind of make some noise. Even if you want to go A, don't run off. Remember what I said. If you just start immediately running off and they hear you and look at my audio count, my radius, they can hear me running. Okay, so they'll know that you're not going up mid anymore. So just don't run off like that. Just maybe still stay here, make some noise, and then come B,
Blocking
throw a
sight.
smoke, come back just in case he walks out. Okay, and then start slowly clearing it, whatever is up here, off angle, stuff like that, and just kind of fuck with his head. If you believe no one's here, just kind of clear it, make sure like whatever. Okay, you hear them rotating. Or let's say your team was going towards it. These are the times you can kind of insert yourself, stuff like that. But I wouldn't recommend that. I would just tell you to just relax, be patient, identify what the hell's going on, gather the information you saw. Okay, there's one tail here, whatever. I heard another one mid, or there's probably one C. Okay, guys, start going A. I'm gonna make noise for you guys. Okay. It's a little bit of being selfless, as in I'm gonna risk my life here just so they freeze in this general area. Because they still think there's threats here, right? It's a little bit of a mind game, and then you guys can whatever, run up, walk up A. But you immediately ran, okay? You guys all start running, okay? And then I wrote he gets really nice shot on Phoenix. I can't remember if he went long or short. He keeps coming back flank. He needs to hold the space he gained and be ready to trade. So you got the Phoenix here. Oh, I remember. You came out short and then you just flicked his ass. Disgusting ass kill. Really good kill. And then the site was free. And your thought process was correct. A was weak, right? Because you guys started garage. They droned it. They saw you. So you're like, let's lean towards A. So it was only a Phoenix, right? But it would have been just a little bit better, as in they're at the higher levels they're quick on these things to pick up, right? So if you still make noise, they're gonna be frozen here, but if you don't, they're immediately running A. Okay, because the C guy's probably looking long already, or holding C.
Quick question.
So, yeah, go ahead.
So that round would have been better for me to direct my chamber to keep making noise mid, and then I go to mid.
Yep.
Okay.
Or you both
Okay.
do it, and then you send the 3 to go A. You get what I mean?
Good
So
enough.
it looks like
Yeah.
it's not just a lurker. It's literally looks like there's multiple threats down short, right? You gotta
Okay.
kind of sell it beyond the first layer as in, oh, it's just one guy, because at the higher levels they're gonna know it's one guy. But if it's 2, they're like, oh fuck, there could be 2 to 3. One guy might be probably walking, right? So
Okay.
it adds like a next level way of thinking in terms of throwing your defenders off. And maybe even in my lobbies, one guy's enough. But
Yeah.
if you really want to sell it, you use 2 to 3 guys. Okay.
If
but
you want to, if you were to rank the possibilities of the plays I could have done there,
Yep.
how would you rank them? So it's like number 1 would have been only I stay. Number 2, Chamber stays. Number 3, all of us or both of us stay. And then number 4,
Yeah.
I just go with the team and let Chamber
Yeah,
stay.
so if I were to really rank that quickly, I probably would say, okay, if you have identified that there's a multiple 3, 4 plus in this area, I probably would keep 2 here. Okay, if there's
Okay.
only 3 or 2, you could probably just do it by yourself. You'll keep those 2, 3 guys by yourself anyways. Obviously, the most optimal thing is to probably do it together, just so you have each other's back. Where if you're looking here, this guy just doesn't walk down kill you, or you're looking here, this guy just walk down timing you, right? So he's over here, you're over here. You guys have each other's backs. It's a little bit of a tactical effort, and then also when you're coming back, you're not alone. So you guys have a buddy system. Even if one dies, obviously we expect the other one to trade. Okay, so stuff like that where it was like an unexpected time. And let's say they all 3 went long and you guys are both mid, and the short guy comes in and you guys are in mid rotations, right? If you're by yourself, you're dead. But if there's 2, one might die, but the other guy will likely get your trade, stuff like that. So, kind of working the buddy system is probably the best thing. Yeah. Or you could keep 3 here, okay? Because there's 2 C, so you keep 3 here, and then you tell 2 to walk up because they're still buddied up, right? So even if one gets traded, the other guy will trade, and then he'll likely start running up because there needs to be a sense of urgency at that point when 2 guys walk up and one guy, the enemy starts fighting him and dies. Okay, the defense is just gonna start running over. Okay, because they can identify, maybe not in this lobby, but at higher levels, they can identify what's going on. Okay. So let's move on. And also, you just came back to the flank. Oh, this always happens when you're in the custom for too long. Let me just get back in. But again, I don't remember exactly how you went back to look at the flank. That's not the part. The problem is you're going back. Okay, just be ready. Like I said, on site, ready to just destroy these kids coming out for retake. Okay, because you have good aim. Like you should be just. And these are the type of fights you need to be taking where you're fully set up, ready, and your team is with you. Not fights where you're just solo dolo, right? Where you're already set up and the advantage is in your hands. Okay, because there were some attacks. Some rounds where you're kind of, like I said, you're falling into their crosshair. They're waiting for you, somebody, not even you, somebody to just come and peek, right? Or they're just waiting for the retake, and you got kind of caught into their trap, if you could say that. But it's not really a trap, but you get what I mean. You're just running into them, and they're ready. They're just kind of ready. So let me just read this next note. So we are around 9. Okay, so we're almost done through attack. Round 9, they start C. Get a kill. They start C. Get a killjoy. I wrote get a killjoy. I think I meant they got killjoy, as in you guys killed them. Yes, you did. Yeah. So let me just get in this real quick. Let's drink some water.
Think you can keep up?
Okay, so
Who am I kidding? You know you can't keep up.
My ult's ready.
okay. So they started C. Remember, you guys started C like a lot, at least 4 or 5. Okay, and then this killjoy just peeked. You guys killed them. It was like around here. Okay. And then understands he has C. So this was actually a really high level way of thinking. I think most people would not be able to identify this. I'm really glad that you did, because I identified it. Maybe not, not much faster, but I identified you should go. You need to go, because right, like most of the time when they play one sentinel on this site, he's by himself. There are times they do stack it, but like like when he's walking down like that, he's probably by himself. So you identify this, you're like, we need to go, let's go, and that was good. You guys took the site. It was free off that identification. Could make sure first and second section is clear before he goes to the third. Teammate dies while planning, gets a good kill spawn. So you just throttled into third section first. Just make sure it's safe. Okay, we won't go too crazy there. It's just so self-explanatory. Just make sure it's safe. You're vigilant. You're cautious. Take precaution. Okay, and also remember the risk here, right? Remember what I told you. This play, when you go in, makes or breaks the round. Pretty much. I'm not saying all the time. There are times where you feed and you can win the round or whatever, but it's a momentum thing. If you come out here and die, okay, they're gonna start feeling really good about this retake. Okay, but you gotta kill here, so that was really good. Okay, just identify and understand when you can kind of throttle really, really hard or whatever, or be super hyper aggressive, or be a ghost in spawn, stuff like that. What did I write? And then okay, obviously, we touched on it. We won't go too crazy. you throttled to third section, left this guy by himself. You know, you gotta really just hold him for a little bit and then go throttle. Okay. So nothing crazy in this round too much. Great identification. Okay, it's a little bit of a pro round. Great identification. For your first mistake is first instinct or thought process to go spawn. Second mistake is you gotta help and hold this guy for a little bit at least. Make sure it's safe for him. And then good kill, spawn. Yeah, great identification. I need you to be doing this type of identification all the time. Where you get a kill, you know what the fuck to do off that kill. Okay, there are times where you get this kill and you're gonna slow down because you understand. Let's say for example, you know that the enemy team loves to rotate off first contact. If this guy's dead and the site is free, they're gonna all start sprinting. Then you make a play to leave. Okay, but if you know you identify that it's an enemy team that is super spread out. They're kind of anchoring a lot. They don't really like to replace, or they're playing heavy retake. They're giving you the site. Then you need to know to go, stuff like that. Okay, so it's a little bit of understanding enemy tendencies, how they play, patterns, overall the team play, and the individuals as well. Okay, that's a much deeper, higher level way of thinking. It's like next level. People don't even think like that. Okay, once they get to like high, like mid, high immortal, radiant, even immortals don't think like that. Okay, they're brain dead as fuck. But a lot of the high radiant players think like that. Okay, so let's move on. They start 3 long, C, 2 mid. Okay, so you had 3 C long, 2 mid, throws smoke default, and dashes towards logs backside. So this is that round. Goes plat, gets another kill through smoke and garage. So you did end up getting, I'm pretty sure 2k or 3k. But so this round's not too crazy. They started 3 long, 2 mid. There was a smoke default. You threw it here, and then you dashed over here. You might as well just throw it here and then dash here, or throw it here and dash there. Self-explanatory. And then it says dashes towards logs, kills backside guy. So you killed this guy just AFK looking long. I remember this. You killed this guy. Boom, nice kill. Great job. This is a kill like I like to do a lot too, where you know you scaled so fast and he's just thinks you're sitting there. He's not tunnel visioning on you, where you just catch him with his pants down. Great, I love it. Goes plat, so you went plat, and then you came over here, and then you got a kill through the smoke. Boom, 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 boom. Good kill. And then I got another kill in garage, so you did get a 3k here. So overall, good round, really good round from you. Just gotta refine this entry, and then also again, you didn't really clear first and second section. I should wrote that down, but clear these before you throttle. Okay. Let's move on. Round 11. They start A. Needs smoke to cross. Goes up short. Spawn. Oh, sorry. Goes up short. Needs to smoke cross. You need to smoke this. Goes up short. Smoke short. You smoke right here, and then you, if I remember correctly, you dashed out, and then you killed this. You dashed this way. You killed the Phoenix, if I remember correctly. And then you re-peeked right here where they had. Oh, sorry, I'm lagging a little bit. Where you re-peeked the Odin, remember? And this is that round I said, just once you kill this guy, just hold this, just wait, have an off angle, just chill, okay? Because your team was coming out as well, so wait until they come up and then swing maybe. But I probably, once you kill this guy, make sure maybe hell is clear, okay? And then like, you know, you probably have to go this way. But you know, you could swing, but I guess it's a little bit unlucky. It's just kind of ready for you. But I, you know, you could even maybe go like this, but or smoke and then cross, right? There's a lot of options. I don't think you should immediately look here. Fuck, I'm lagging, but yeah, just kill this guy. Just sit. Just have an off angle. Just chill. Perfect world. Obviously, in a perfect world, that should be smoke, so you shouldn't be dying. But you get what I mean, you know. Nothing too crazy. Just maybe play it a little bit more patiently here. So then I wrote re-peek spawn way too fast because it was immediate. You kill this guy and then immediately there. Okay, maybe at least wait a little bit to get info or whatever, but nothing too crazy there. And then I wrote needs to hold spawn walk out instead. So you gotta try to at least get to here if you can, or over
Here.
Mm-hmm.
there. Dude, holy shit, I got 200 ping in a custom game. What the fuck? Okay, around 12. Doesn't smoke cross again. They default up. Oh, they default. So you guys were defaulting. You were solo. This is that round. You dry peek this guy. You're like, oh, there's an up. Right. Again, if you smoke this, you could have just walked by. He wouldn't even know you're short. Okay, and then you got to here. And so then you realize KJ was here. Remember, I heard the ball, and you're like, oh fuck, KJ's here, right? So then you now know there's an op because the KJ's not opping. So you now know there's an op plus a KJ. Okay, on A, he needs to tell his team to leave to C. They come here. You need to identify a rotation, and I'm gonna ask you, why do you think we need to rotate?
I mean, that's like on defense. If they have an op, that's pretty much the Sentinel. So they're using their two best defensive utilities, holding down one lane.
Good, good. So they have a Sentinel here, a Killjoy. You know how hard it is to take a Killjoy, even as a 5-man team, right? You know that. So you need to identify, guys. Let's go to the weak side, where there's gonna be maybe a Duelist or whatever, and a controller. That's so much easier than taking a site with Killjoy, especially if he's set up properly and has really good setup, right? So here, and then you make the decision, right? Or not the decision, but you identify. Yo, there's a Killjoy and an op. There's two here. Okay, the weak side is C or B or garage. I'm gonna make noise, guys. Start walking or running towards C. I'm gonna make noise. Okay, I'm gonna start going like this. Okay, just start shooting around. Fake a dash, maybe, whatever it may be. Okay. So you guys, I'm setting them up, right? It's like you're gonna set them up. So you understand that? They come out garage. So you guys ended up leaving. They come out garage, so it took a little while though. Even though you guys rotated, it's just you need to immediately start leading your team. Okay, they come out garage. Pretty sure he had dash. He needs to dash and clears corners. So you guys came out here, and you got flash. You just ran out. I'm gonna ask you. Do you remember if he had dash? We can see it in the VOD, but I'm just curious.
Last round?
Yeah, last round.
No, I don't really even remember if I dash.
I know you had ult, so this is the last part. I remember seeing you come out here and you had your ult, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna at least use his last round. Just put it on at least. But so you guys came out here, 3 people, but the Phoenix had a good flash and you guys all died. You died. If you have dash, you need to come out like this and look. You know, probably look this way first. Like that. Make sure there's question marks on your map, whatever, and come out like that. Cause yeah, like I'm not certain because I didn't see your dash, but I'm pretty sure we can watch the VOD. That's why the VOD's there. But I'm pretty sure you had dash, so you gotta just come out. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, so you know nothing too crazy in this round. You identified it way too late. The rotation, and just dash out if you have it. If you didn't, it's fine. You should probably still. Pretty sure you had a smoke, so at least because you didn't smoke across, so you need to at least smoke. Actually, wait. Yeah, you used once. Actually, no, you didn't. Doesn't smoke. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had both smoke. So smoke and then come out. Okay, it gives you guys a little bit more space to work with instead of the contact is here. The contact is out here where people can just kind of trade out and stuff like that. Okay, so let's move on. Round 13. Okay, he starts A long. Garage trip. Garage trip goes off and team calls C. He should have taken. So there's really nothing in this round. You guys just completely destroyed them in your round A. So you're here. Start A. The trip went off garage and they kept going. They're coming C. So you start rotating. He should take space to. And then this is what I said. You need to. When you've identified, like your team is telling you, there's a lot here. It's like because you can identify this as a C split when there's garage and long, right? So you need to identify this. I should wrote that down. You need to identify it's a C split and then start immediately taking space. Because this pathing is way more efficient than you going okay, or even going like and then coming back. Okay, just from long, come all the way back. Because let's say they even rotated, right? You're gonna be in a position where you hear them running, so you might get 2 or 1 or 3 or all of them. Right, but if you go through here and then they ended up deciding rotating, you get fucked. You get timing in a sense. So and you understand that. So nothing crazy.
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you take space, because like there are rounds I will take space on long, or it's just round dependent, right? If I'm like going flank, like every like 3 rounds I'll switch up and just go through my spawn. When do you choose to take the space long? Like, do you just take it if it's there all the time or no?
Well, you know. You can really tell there's timings with starting at the rounds, in my opinion. I said, you know if they're gonna go A. Like if there's nothing here, no smoke for the cross, no utility, nothing, no drone. Like you just kind of know they're not going A. You just start walking up slowly. I'm not just saying run it down like this, but you know, you're here, you start here. You don't, and you tell your team obviously, guys, I'm holding a lobby. I haven't seen anything for the last 10 seconds. I'm gonna walk up a little bit or whatever, or you reposition here or here. Okay. those are like the start of the round timings. Okay, there's also other indicators, as in, it's all situational. But in this one, it's a C split. Okay, I identified as a C split. Your team did as well. You need to identify that by yourself and feed your team that information. And you just know there's gonna be one maximum one guy here, max. Okay. On this scenario, this specific scenario, obviously there's times there's two guys, or they're running a C split fake and they're gonna come back A. There's times I've been caught here with my pants on. There's three people peeking me, holding me. Okay, so it's a little bit situational. There's times where it's for example, it's a 5v3 and they're telling you, yo, I hear two grass or two C long. Like it's just easy to understand that there's not gonna be many people here, right? So max one. So it's those indicators. I think the best players really take space as often as they can, because taking space is information. If you come down here, and I'm gonna ask you this question, which you should get with your eyes closed and ears closed. Okay, if I come down, short, I held it where they cannot have timing me, and I'm here walking up. Okay, and then my teams are like this, and then my B guy kind of jump pieces. Oh, not they be like, where can they be?
All C long.
Right, you just automatically, or maybe here, right? Because this is a really big map, so he, even if he jump peeks here, he could still be there. So, but you get what I mean. This third,
Yeah.
they're towards this third of the map, or like this third of the map. Okay, because think about maps in all thirds. This is one third. This is one third. Garage, this is one third, and then like C long, this is one third. So if I've walked down and cleared one third of the map, it can only be in 2/3 of the map. Let's say he didn't even jiggle it, they're just holding it very safe, right? Like you just know where they are. Okay, they're gonna be here or here or here, like around here, right? So that's why the good players, the higher level players, will take space as much as possible. And also you gotta identify, if you don't have a sentinel, you can flank all fucking day long. Okay, if they have a sentinel, you might even want to fuck with them. You come, take the space, break the trip, and you come back. You don't commit, because what happens when you break this trip? What are they gonna react to? What are they gonna say to each other on the attacking team?
One flank.
Exactly. They're gonna come, either look back here, or just have that in the back of their mind where somebody's gonna sit mid or whatever. They're gonna come back to you, whatever it may be. You get my point. So you can fucking come there and just kind of reposition, just hold this, come in this box, kind of here, off angle, whatever it may be. It's all situational, but you should try to identify it as long as you can, as much as you can, and you'll know, bro. You'll know when to take space, intuitively. Maybe not like consciously, but your intuition tells you, yo, there's nobody here, this could be pretty weak, I'm gonna just kind of walk up, and right, and then it turns into thoughts. So just follow your intuition sometimes too when you're reading the map. You're seeing question marks, stuff like that, but it's really situational. But me, I'm hyper aggressive. I'm flanking quite a lot, because I understand how strong it is if you do it effectively, stuff like that. So obviously it doesn't work all the time. A lot, even for me, a lot of the times I'll get caught and die and whatever. But or I'm tilted, I'm just flanking every round. So but when you're really calm, like it's a tight game, whatever, like you gotta really identify these scenarios super fast. Okay, yo, there's nothing aiming, I'm holding it, or even C. Okay, I do this on C on this map all the time. It's so good. I've picked up that they don't like to come C, or they don't default a lot. I just immediately wait here, listen. Okay, don't say anything. I jiggle. Okay, nothing. And I just immediately start walking down. Immediately. Okay, so this C is a little bit different. Garage is a little bit different. A is a little bit different, because it's hard to walk down A, because it's just such a long time, right?
Yeah.
And just like, yeah, it's really tough. But C, because most people don't go C. Usually, like when they go C, it's as a team. Okay, they don't really lurk up C. It's really tough. So that's why I abuse that. I listen, make sure they're not. I don't hear the three people running up, pre-aiming over here. Nothing there. Jiggle. Okay. Nothing there. Okay. I start walking down, especially when I know they like to play towards the mid more, or A, and I just walk down. You don't know how many times they come down here, and let's say I've done this a couple times, and they started to hold me. I won't commit. I'll just wait here. Okay. Or like if there's a trip here, I'll break it, or I'll even leave it. Sorry, not break it. I'll leave the trip, because sometimes if my team is doing a good job in being proactive, predicting them well, and kind of matching their movement, and they cannot commit, they'll come back a lot. You don't know how many times I'm here AFK, and I hear them grass. I'm like, yo, they're coming, see, like my eyes just lit up. I was like, I got these motherfuckers right now. I kind of always wait for the straggler, because there's always usually one that comes along straggler, and there's
Yeah.
the group that comes right, like the lurker might come along. So I wait, and then I don't just stay here and hold it when they come out, because they're gonna clear long, especially when
Mhm.
nobody goes through long. They know that someone can be up main, so I always wait until they plant. They start planting, and then I peek. You don't know how many times I've killed people here like this. Two
Yeah.
people with the boom, boom, dead, and we win the round, win the game off this type of play. So it's a little bit that. Obviously, this is a specific example, but you get my point. Is you gotta get really creative and also make mistakes. Okay, that I think that's something I should have told you. That I tell some of my other students. Okay, timings and lurking isn't about getting it right and keep getting it right. It's about getting it wrong and understanding how team movement is, where the weak spot was. Fuck, I walked down too fast. I should have waited a little bit. Oh, fuck, it's too predictable. I've done it multiple times. Okay, getting good at taking space is about making mistakes. Okay, I walked down here like this. Okay, and then I died here. Okay, next time obviously I gotta make sure I do it. Okay, now I cleared it every time. Now, but I walked down again here and I died to spawn. Okay, you get what I mean? It kind of starts building. You start building upon your mistakes, and it gets really solid. And I think I'm not trying to self-glaze myself, but me, I was a Cypher main first, so I really forced myself to lurk and get bro. You don't even know when when the game first came out, I would have and the game in the beginning. People weren't aware of lurks. People didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I had the insane timings, bro. I would literally just go mid or somewhere and just sit. I'm like, yo, make noise. They would make noise. I just hear 3 people running up. I'd lurk, go behind bro. I was in their spawn 24/7, knifing people 24/7, bro. I have a montage of me just knifing people. Okay, like that's how good I was at lurking. Okay, I forced myself. Obviously, there are times where they catch on and stuff like that, and they're ready for it. But bro, my timing, and I'm kind of glad I forced myself or did that a lot, because now it doesn't matter what role I play. I know when to take space and weigh the risk and cons or stuff like that, and just kind of take the timings when it's there and just put my chest up and take it and not be scared, because a lot of people are scared to take space because there's fear involved. Oh, I'm gonna die. But okay, but whatever. Okay, that's information. You dying there as well can identify, oh, there's one there. Okay, oh, maybe I should have walked out differently. Maybe I should have waited. Maybe I should have told my team to make noise. Whatever. It's really situational, but you get my point, right? So let's move on. So we were on round 14. Starts A short. Hears a lot, gets one and dashes out. So you started A, and then you heard a lot, and you killed one. You dashed out. I like that. So and got out. Beautiful. Immediately looks to fight long. Needs to be patient. He could have died and griefed. You almost died. You almost griefed this round. Okay, you got the kill. Good. Okay, either just sit here, AFK, hold down the. Remember what I said. Once you've had the space, or you fought for the space, hold it down. Okay. There's another round where I'll come up where I'll really go deep in that, but that's not now. Okay, so you get the kill. Okay, whether it's still people there or not, you got. I'm pretty sure you only got one. There's another guy there, so you got out. Perfect, good. Okay, you just need to chill the hell out. Okay, you're just immediately wanting to swing this guy. You almost died. You almost lost the round for your team. So it's a grief. Just chill out. Just come here. Just chill. Wait for them. Okay, it's a little bit. Just wait. Be patient. I know you got good aim and stuff, and you want to get your eco kills or whatever, but just be patient. Okay, they're gonna come to you. Just let them come to you. Just how you're coming to them sometimes in spawn and stuff like that. It's the same concept. Just think on the other way. Let them come to you. You're gonna delete them, especially because you have good aim. Okay, and then it's nothing crazy. He could have died in grief, so we kind of understand. Just don't immediately swing. You could have just played here, just wait, and just kind of make sure he's not walking up. Come back. Always be vigilant, stuff like that. Come here, go back site, or you kind of have a feeling they're not gonna commit. Just start, walking off to see, like, okay, they're not gonna commit, guys. Just off their body language. Let's say you hear one walk off, or there's nothing long when you cleared it, stuff like that. Just get ready for those moments, but don't just swing and look for a fight and rely on your aim, because you're gonna die at the higher levels. They're just gonna instantly delete you and lose them around. You would have, lost this game even faster. You lost, but you would have lost this game even faster. Or if it was a close game and you need to win this eco round, those rounds are momentum changing, game losing rounds. So you gotta be really, really, really careful. Especially when it wasn't like a huge man advantage, like a 5v2, 5v3, 5v2. Like it was like always even. It was like 4v4. It was like 5v4. You made it 5v4, and then it's 4v4, and then it's like a 3v3, right? Like you gotta really, really keep your man up. Okay, so let's move on. Nothing crazy in that round, but just our discipline. Okay, we gotta work on our discipline here and patience. The next thing is So we are round 15. Starts on C with Chamber. Okay, they see one mid. The team sees one mid. Calls defaulting. Should try to tell Chamber to clear C long, or he C long, or he looks and starts or look at C long. You started rotating. They weren't coming C anymore. They plan A. He takes space mid, hesitates to go short or be long. So I remember this a little bit. So you stayed here, okay, and then you ended up, I think, walking down. Okay, just tell because your chamber was doing nothing. Just tell him. And obviously in this game he wasn't listening. But when they do listen, just tell him, hey, can you re-clear long just in case? Okay,
Mhm.
it's just like a little info thing because you need to 100% need to know, okay, what's going on here for you to really walk out as well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And also, so they weren't coming C anymore. They planted A. You took space. This isn't a crazy round. He takes space because you guys destroyed them. And then you, right here, you'll see it in the VOD. You did not know where you wanted to go. You're like, and then you ended up going long. But
Mhm.
just make a decision, okay?
Yeah.
There are times where you can wait a little bit to see what your teammates fighting because your teammate was kind of fighting, okay, to kind of get info or kind of hear where they're leaning towards. Because obviously, if you go long and they're all short, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck," right? So you kind of have to
Yeah.
identify that. But you just hesitated. You're like, and you just went like that. So you'll see it in
Mhm.
your own movement. Okay, so
Yeah.
just even if it's a bad decision, just stick with it, right? Somebody
Yeah.
asked me, or maybe it was you, or I can't remember. Somebody
There
yesterday
was,
was,
yeah.
it was you, right? You're like,
Yeah.
wouldn't you want to just stick with the decision even if it's bad and not hesitate? And it's 100% right. Just
Mhm.
make a decision whether you want to go long or see short. Just make it, even if it's wrong. You'll learn off it if it's wrong. So or you could even just wait here and be patient, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But just go on that point. Just don't hesitate. Just be certain. Just put your chest up and just go. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the faster you're efficient with this movement, as in committing to the flank, the less time they have to react. Because if you're here stuck for 5 seconds, this guy's gonna end up coming back anyway. Somebody's gonna come back when they got the bomb down, or whatever made the situation is, right? So set yourself up to being really efficient and movement. Even if it's wrong, you're gonna be alive. But if you're stuck here for 10, 15 seconds, not knowing what the hell to do, you're gonna die when they come back, especially when they have good aim.
Yeah.
Because at the higher levels, bro, they're aware once they get the bomb, and let's say they have a couple guys here on the side, the guys here automatically come back automatically to look for the flank because these days
Yeah.
everyone flanks. Back then nobody did that, but nowadays they do. So we got to just keep that in mind. Don't hesitate, don't hesitate, just pick. It doesn't matter really because it was like a big man advantage too. It was like 5v2, 5v3 or something
Yeah.
like that. Just go. Okay, I'm not saying
Yeah.
run it down, but just make a decision. Okay, and just be vigilant. Just clear these off angles just in case. Just in case. Okay, and then just make your, let's say you come here and you clear and there's nothing here, and you hear them long, then you can come back or whatever, vice versa, stuff like that. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, just make a decision. Let's move on. Nothing crazy. Not a crazy round. You guys destroyed them this round. You guys honestly should have won the game off this round, to be honest, in my opinion, because winning the bonus here is huge. You get 4 rounds. It was a tie game. You guys did tie it,
Yeah.
and you guys should have started snowballing them. But it's just a little unfortunate. Your chamber DC'd. They're not really listening to you. There's a little bit of some rounds you guys misplayed as a whole and individually. But we will get there. We will get there soon. We are almost there. So round 16 start C. Okay, we're on defense, right? Start C. Uh, team says going B a lot, and they entry a lot entry on B. He kills Phoenix with bomb back site. He needs to tell his team spike down. Gets 2 good kills. So remember this round where you were
Yeah.
C. I can't remember exactly where. That's not what's important. You came over here because they're entering in. They're in. You kill the Phoenix, right? Bro, you gotta tell them. You didn't say anything. You gotta tell them, guys, bomb is down, and also hold this space because he's probably
Yeah.
one of the few guys here. You just started leaving. You just started. I can't remember exactly what we did, but I remember you just gave it up at the angle. You gave up the angle and just came back to it, and then fought the clove. Like, bro, just hold it here, bro. Just
Yeah.
put the brakes because you have control. When you have, and this kind of ties back with the space. If you have the space, if you have the control, keep the control. I'm not saying run it, have it with your knife out, but just be ready for another fight. They know you're here. These are the moments where you kind of can hold your ground or get away, but hold a tighter angle maybe. But just keep an eye on the bomb because that's the
Yeah.
most crucial piece of information. Make sure you're keeping your eye on this bomb just in case. right? You just need to make sure it's still there. Then they're not gonna go anywhere else. Okay, maybe watch for a lurk or something. But in this situation, like just tell them, guys, bomb is down. That's probably the biggest piece of information here, because then they could just all start stacking links and kind of maybe look flank, maybe. But they're like all on B anyways. That's the first call. So you get my point. Just tell them, because this is a huge kill. You killing him with the bomb here means that they can't even set up, and that's kind of what happened. They're struggling to know what the hell was doing or trying to fight you guys, right? Because the bomb is so deep.
Here.
But you know, if it was down here,
Here.
it's different story. They're probably gonna get it down as fast as possible. But it's caught in link, and I'm sure there were some guys. I didn't see their POV, but I'm sure they probably saw it as well. But you know, they're holding it, fighting it. You know how the fights are. So
Yeah.
they're very skirmishy, right? So there's a big skirmish going on to take control and try to get. But if you guys hold this, like, you know, they can't go back side, and then it makes it better for these guys where they can only look here because you guys have this area covered. So yeah, just tell them bombs down and just keep keep the angle advantage. As in, you know, even if you want to take some cover, just come here maybe, or come here and just kind of just play it cool. Like, but you just ran off. I can't remember exactly where it's in the VOD, but you just started running around and gave it up, and then came back. Right, and then the clove was backside again because you gave it up. You did not know. So, but if you held it, you probably would have killed him with your aim. So, give me 1 second, just drink some water. And then you wrote, sorry, and then you got 2 good kills. Okay, so then you got 2 really nice kills here. So that was, you know, good job. You got 3 kills, really big round here, in my opinion. Just feed them the important stuff though, as dumb as it may be. Just bombs down, guys. Okay, it's towards a link, so they know as well, because they may not see it when the rounds are super hectic and stuff like that. Okay, so let's move on. Nothing crazy. Round 17, so 4v5. I even wrote Team DC. It's a little bit unlucky. He calls to play like man down. Okay, you're gonna laugh at this though. Okay, you're like, guys, we're man down. Let's just chill out. Play like we're man down. Play safe. Okay, watch this next part. Okay. He starts garage with Reyna and walks down mid. Hears Spike down, but isn't feeding them the right info, or it's too late. He gets killed in grass. Remember? Do you remember this round?
I got so stuck.
Bro,
my brain fucking lagged.
yeah. Okay, and it's not really that second part. It's just this first part that really, really tilts me. Okay, you're telling them to play safe, and you're walking down mid. Your team even said during the like after the next round, he's like why, or like during the, it's like why are you walking into their spawn? Like you told them to play safe, but you're walking down. You're being hypocritical, right? It's just like, bro, like just play safe, just like you made the call to. Stick with it, right? It's kind of like my lower level students where they'll call to rotate and they'll just stay there. It's like, bro, you gotta lead by example as well. I just thought this was really, really funny because you're like, yo, just play safe, we're man down, just chill out, and then you just walk down mid and died and fed. So here, once you get here, okay, you gotta kind of be vigilant. Again, you're caught just not looking at anything, and then he saw your side, and then you went to look back, and then you might as well just stick to looking here at this point. Okay, but also you heard the spike, right? But you didn't really communicate properly. You gotta tell them, and also you need to have a sense of urgency, as in as in identifying. Oh fuck, they're all outside grass, like here. Okay, you know, whether it's here or just come back, bro, because or commit fully, or you know, come like this or whatever. Maybe it's all kind of in the moment, spur of the moment stuff. But you just kept going, and you're like, wait, and you hesitated in your because you couldn't identify it fast enough. You're like, wait, because they were telling you, they're coming to C or A. You're like, wait, the spike's down though, and then this guy distracted you by shooting, and then you're coming back and came back, and then this guy killed you, right? You gotta just identify it quickly. You walk down. Oh fuck, spike's down. Yo, wait, spike's down, guys. Just hold, and then even if he shot you, you just gotta hold here. Just play it safe. Just be ready, because you'll know if this guy peeks you. He'll go up on the box, he'll swing, stuff like that. You know, maybe even walk all the way under. Just keep holding and just, you know, come talk. Yo, they're outside. The spike's here. No, it's not an A. It's not an A. They're gonna NC. They want us NC, right? It's like kind of understanding what they're doing off the information you're giving. If the bomb is dropped here, you know they're not going A. They're gonna NC. They're making. If your team's telling you, yo, they're making a bunch of noise. There's 2-3 guys here. You know they're ending C, because you would do the same thing if you guys had the bomb here with 2 guys waiting, right? So just a little bit of our information processing, and also our discipline. You're man down. You told your team to play safe. Don't run down, bro. Maybe just jiggle this a little bit, okay, or whatever it may be. Okay, just be a little bit more efficient and trust your own call as well. Okay, so let's move on. That one wasn't too crazy, to be honest. It's just I would probably focus more on the understanding that the bomb was dropped. You gotta play super safe or be good for one and try to come back and just play with your team and and be adamant. Tell them, yo, it's not A, it's not A. They want to end C. Talking possibilities, like they want to end C. The bomb is here, like stuff like that. Bomb is near me. They dropped it here, and be loud and clear, because I don't think they really heard you. Well, obviously they weren't listening to you, but you get my point. So let's move on. Sorry, where were we? Yep, so round 18 tells team they love to default. He starts C. Sees tail missiles and Sova dart. He gives it up, stays in garage 4v4. Retake. This was great. I like how you played it. Me, I would probably try to ego these guys because that's just me. Obviously there are times and places where I do come back to. I'm not saying I ego all the time, but I like to hold my ground because I understand by fighting for a site, because there's two defensive concepts, right? It's, you really fight for a site or you retake, right? As in the two guys on site or three guys on site or whatever, one guy, two guys try to hold their ground, try to get their kills, and then the team comes helps them, right? So, or they fully give it up, whether they're man down or it's equal man advantage, or they're man up, right? To take an even safer approach. It's 5v3. You're not gonna just fight for sight. You're just gonna full on 5v3, full force retake, right? So it's a little bit situational, but me, I'm the type of player that I've identified. It's just my style, because I'm a Cypher main back in the day, Sage, where I understand when I'm the solo Sentinel, usually they fight for a site with their kit. So that's just was ingrained in my style when I play Duelist and stuff. But me, I would just fight here. I'd pick it here or here, or just kind of wait for them to come out. Just make sure I'm not getting dodged. Just sit, just listen to. Most people would just sit and listen. Yeah, that's great, but they would just peek too early. They're all here staring at them, right? You gotta listen and be patient. Are they running? Okay, this guy's planning. Okay, kill this guy. Then quickly come this guy. Or this guy's one backside, and then come kill this guy. Stuff like that. So that's just me though. But great job. You identified they're rushing down C long. You gave it up. Came here. They smoked it. You're like, fuck that, right? Okay, so now it's a 4v4 retake. Okay, you guys traded out a little bit. It's 4v4 retake. Kills guy default. Okay, this is where it goes wrong. Kill the guy default. Great kill. It's 4v3 now. Okay. Just running in the smoke, he needs to wait a little bit. He's not patient enough. So you just start running because they're all on site. You didn't even be vigilant and clear anything. You didn't even clear this. You just came out. Obviously, your team's with you, obviously, but still, right? Kill this guy. You just start running. You didn't even clear it. I would always clear this on retake, always. But you just start running, tunnel visioning on this guy backside. Where did you die? You died around here. Yeah, the guy was here, and you were going backside. Remember? Yeah, you're swinging like this, right? Or were you swinging the other way? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're swinging this way, and you just died from somebody here because he's heard you running before you get to the smoke. So here, you gotta just wait. Let your team take some space as well. Okay, we kill this guy. It's 4v3, right? Okay, let's say this is smoke. Perfect world. Okay, you need to wait for them to kind of go wide as well. Just hold the smoke. Don't just instantly start running AFK brain because you're griefing here. There's no patience. You're just trying to take a fight because you're man up. But even though you're man up, play methodically. Play it calculated. Okay. Okay. There's probably a lot of threats here. Nobody, because you understand too. You guys went majority garage, if not mistaken, maybe all. I don't think so. It was like 3 of you come out garage, right? So then you need to understand that this guy's gonna be slower. He's not with the pack. The pack is always faster than the guy solo or duo. So once you kill this guy, you gotta just kind of, and I can't remember exactly if there was even a guy coming out spawn. Okay, this kind of will play a role. If there's no one on your team retaking to spawn, okay, then it's even easier to understand that they're towards here. Okay, if your teammate is there kind of working as well with you, or multiple teammates, then it's less likely, or they will handle these fights, and then you guys handle everything else. Default, come out long, look towards here, plat logs, stuff like that. But their sequence when they come out spawn is they spam this, look here, look here, and then look here, right? So your job is a little bit different, as in you would have to look here, kill it, and then look towards here, right? Because it's hard for you to clear this. So you guys clear this, and then you guys work towards main, and they would clear that. But you get my point. Like just slow it down. It's 4v3. There's no rush. Okay, they're stuck in comments, corners slash areas where it's very easy to identify or kind of predict where they're gonna be. Okay, so just wait it out. Let your team come wide. Okay, and then start doing whatever you can. At these points, you can kind of bait. because a duelist, it's not that important to go out first. It's more of a team effort. Okay, so you can kind of wait it out, and obviously because you're the better player too. So it's just let them come wide, see what the hell they're seeing, and then you come with them as well. So these are the scenarios you can kind of bait as well, in my opinion. But yeah, I just wrote running through the smoke. He needs to wait. Needs to wait a little bit. He's not patient enough. You're just immediately running when it's 4v3. You get a little bit too overzealous. Okay, round 19. Starts A short. Gets 2 good kills. Bomb and gets the bomb down. Just immediately leaves the bomb and probably not many there. Okay, so let's just stop there for now. So get 2 good kills, A short. Okay, the bomb was down. You killed 2. Okay, you need to just hold. Remember what I said. Just bro, you killed 2. It's not likely there's gonna be 3. Okay, usually when they split A, it's 3 long, 2 short, or even 1 short, 4 long. So and you know that. So and generally, obviously, there's times they go 4 short and 1 long or whatever, but generally, so you gotta identify that, bro. I killed 2 here, just re-clear, just to make sure there's not another guy or here another guy, and you have bomb. Why give it up? Just fucking go sit in this corner, be in an off angle, whatever, maybe ask for a smoke and hold the smoke. Okay, rally your team to the bomb. Okay, you're from America, right? So you watch football, right? You watch NFL. You like okay, and I played football here in Canada as well. I'm an athlete my whole life. So one thing they teach in football is when there's a fumble on the like the defensive side, like your team defense fumbles the ball, forces a fumble. Okay, they teach them to rally to the bomb. Not the bomb, the ball. Okay, where the ball, everyone must start running there and fucking just making some blocks or just jumping on the bomb. I keep calling it bomb, but the ball. You get what I mean, right? Because it makes sense. That's the most important thing. The offense has is the ball. They need to have it in their possession. So you'll see it in the NFL game. They just start diving on the bomb, the ball, just trying to get the ball because it's so important. So think about it like that way. This is the ball, right? They fumbled the ball. You forced the fumble. Okay, hold on to the ball. Okay, you just gave it back to them. You refumbled it to them. Okay, because if they were better players, they would have took it and got away. But obviously, it's a little bit lower level. But you get what I mean. You force the fumble, keep the fumble. Make sure that you guys have possession of the fumble. Okay, don't give it back to them. So that's kind of how I can explain it. Okay, so you kill them, bomb's short, just immediately leave the bomb and when probably not many there because I just kind of identify like generally it's not gonna be like 4 people there. Okay, maybe, but I'm pretty sure you came long too. You're just like just running around. They just went spawn. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, just chill out. Just re-clear to make sure no one's there. Ask for a smoke. Then it's so easy if you just ask for a smoke. You just gotta hold the smoke, and everyone else has to just hold everything else. And then let me just read the rest. So immediately leaves the bomb. There probably not many there. He goes C. So you waited C. Okay, and this is kind of where it gets fucking fucked because they could have won the round actually because you re-gave them the bomb. It was like 3v2, remember? And then you started running C. Okay, and then you picked up an Odin's, and then you killed him here. Let me just read this. So Deaconos gets on C, gets a decent kill on guy planning. So that was this guy. I'm pretty sure it was like the Silver or something. Takes space down C long. Okay, and then you made that play. Remember what I told you, right? In this situation, you did it. It's 2v1. So, and then he gave you the comms. Yo, he's mid. He's mid. You have bomb, right? So those are the key informations. Bomb is down here. It's not ticking. I don't need to get on it. And he's mid. So you took the space. I love this stop process. So this was great. You got to do this more. Okay. And obviously your teammate killed him, but I wouldn't even hold it. I would just stay talked until he starts planning. Cause I can't remember how much time was there, but I'm pretty sure there was not enough time for him to get the bomb on C to go back A through even through spawn. So just wait. He starts tapping it, then you start walking up. At the higher levels, they might even fake the tap just to get the walk-ups up. So keep that in mind as well. So maybe just wait until it's planted. Okay, so maybe. Okay, so let's move on. Nothing crazy. Round 20. Starts B, goes cubby. Starts B, goes cubby. Here's nothing. Here's a lot. A should walk down and take space or hold for rotations. 4v5 retake doesn't clear corner, so we'll start here. So you started B, you went in here like we discussed. You were holding it. You didn't hear you didn't hear anything, and you saw a lot of A. This right? We can just identify, right, bro? Like we just walk down because they're telling you there's a lot on A, right? And they're executing, almost like setting up to execute. They're running out. So these are the times you gotta identify to take space. Oh, sorry. Am I lagging? Am I lagging?
Just for a little bit. No, you're back. You're back
Okay,
now.
okay. Sorry. Fuck, bro. This is so annoying. Oh shit. My stream's going crazy too. I'm getting 20,000 K. Oh my god. Hold on. Just let me wait 1 minute. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good now. Okay. But this is the moments that you gotta identify that they're going A. Sorry,
Yeah.
to take space. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought right now. But
Mhm.
because you know, obviously be vigilant as well. You know, walk down and clear just to make sure, and then you don't have to commit because they might come back too. So just set yourself up where you're in a position where they rotate and you're just ready for them. You can gain that info, stuff like that. I can't remember if your team told you they're all there, but I remember they were like, A, they're coming A. So I can't remember specifically, but it doesn't really matter. It's just more for us to identify how to take space. Okay. These are the times too. So especially there's a timing on B, right? Like you'll know if they're starting B. If you're here, you get through. Okay, obviously you won't even get to here if they start window, right? They immediately swing, okay. But if you do get here, you can kind of still kind of know. You just kind of jiggle, wait it out. Here for some noise. There's absolutely nothing. They're probably not mid. Okay, and then you got the calm that they're A. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so you rotated back through here. It's a 4v5 retake, and then it became a 2v4. You didn't clear your corner. You just came out, and this guy was just here and just kill you with a sheriff. So you can kind of get. Oh, bro, this is the first thing I always jiggle when I retake on it. Every single time. I do not care if I don't think he's there. I just clear it because I play here, so I know how strong it is. That's why. Okay, it's kind of like you gotta understand what you do, and when it works, you gotta just understand that other people do it. Other people will do it too, so you gotta be vigilant in those ones. So just jiggle it, okay, nothing there, and then you start working. Because when you jiggle it too, they're not gonna be able to kill you. You're super fast. Oh, nothing there, and they'll shoot at you. You'll hear them shoot at you, and it's extra info. He might be over here, or whatever, short, and you can call that out as well. Okay, let's move on. Nothing crazy this round, but just take the space, be proactive. Don't just react. I tell all my students, defense. Most of the bad defensive teams, okay, they're gonna be a reactive team. They're gonna be reacting to what the attackers are doing. Good players are always proactive, or 2 to 3 steps ahead. They're thinking in layers. Okay, yeah, they're starting A, but they could still come rotate back. Okay, I'm gonna be proactive. I'm gonna wait for the rotation, whatever it may be. Stuff like that. It involves tendencies too, adding them up and stuff. But you get what I mean. So round 21 needs to force this round. Okay, this is the round where it's 9-11 or 8-11. Doesn't matter. Okay, you need to force here. Okay, it's not that you didn't have enough money to force. Okay, it's just a situation. You cannot give up match point this easily when you guys had enough money to maybe get some decent guns or a guardian with light armor. Okay, these are the times you must be putting yourself in the fire in terms of economy. Okay, you must step up to the occasion and use bad guns and win the rounds to win the game. If you win this round, I'm pretty sure you guys win the game. In my opinion, there'll be a huge momentum swing because they might have to save. I couldn't really see their economy, but stuff like that. Okay, so you must identify this. I was like, okay, I don't mind the save, but it's just such a pussy way of playing in this scenario. You're gonna lose the game anyways. You might as well have some sort of chance or take some risk and trying to win this round. And you guys lost this round anyways, but you just give up match point, right? It could have been 11-10 or 11-9, whatever this. I can't remember if you're on 8 or 9. This is round. Wait, this is on round 21, and they were on 11, right? So it's 10-11, bro. Right? Oh no, it's 9-11. It's 9-11 because it is the 21st round. So yes, it's a 9-11. So it would have been 11-10, and let's say they have to save. It's 11-11. You win that round, it's game over. It's you match point and they're on eco. So we gotta really step up to the occasion here. Because you're the one that was saying save. But when I looked at the economy, one guy had 5.6k, one guy had like 3 point something. Like you have enough money to kind of step up and give it a shot. Okay. This is something you need to identify. This is something I think overall the higher level players can identify. They know when it's time to take this type of risk. Okay. There's no other option. Okay, or it's just lose the game automatically because match point is so big. You getting to match point is huge. There's so many games you can win where they're on 11 because they're not on match point. They need to win 2 rounds. But, when they're on 12, it's like, bro, there's no room for error, right? So you here, this is where you take the risk. Because even if you lost, okay, you would just reforce anyways this last round. So you kind of get 2 shots instead of 1. But you guys wanted to go for the big guns, the big full armor. It's like it's not in the time and place for this. Okay, you gotta really take that risk. So
Okay.
needs to force this round. Need to tell his team to force. Why give match point? Because you guys are gonna lose. High chance you guys lose. High chance. Okay? Maybe at the higher levels it's somewhat 70-30, 60-40, maybe at best, maybe. Depends on what type of players you have. But still. Okay? In this scenario,
So you
it's
don't want to give them 12 for free, pretty much.
you don't want to what?
You don't want to give because I get stuck. I get stuck on both sides of the debate onto like whether or not to give them 12 because like sometimes I'll be like it'll be like 10, 11, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, bro, don't give them 12, don't give them 12.
Yeah.
We tie it up right here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if it's like 9, 11, I'll be like, I don't know. I'll just go. I'll see what the vibes of the team are.
It's different if it's 11-11 or 10-11, okay? But you're too far back, as in you need to catch up. Okay, so that's the main difference. Okay, I can understand if it's 11-11, 10-10, 9-9.
It's like forcing 3-9, right? Like if you
right.
3-9, you
bro,
lose
if it,
pistol 3-10, you have to force that.
Yeah, bro. If the half was 2-10, like who gives a fuck? Like at least take a shot and try to come back and win this pistol or whatever, the eco or whatever, right? So
that makes sense.
Like if it was 10-11, I would still probably tell you guys to force. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's 11-11, you're gonna have to give it up because you're only 1 round away to go to overtime, anyways. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of a deal. But you're 9-11, so it's gonna be 12-9. You gotta win 3 rounds to tie it. Like it's a little bit too far out of reach in terms of the late game scenario. And I tell all my students, bro, the late game rounds are like way so much heavier than the early game rounds. The early game rounds don't mean shit. Okay, obviously do add up in the long term, but you know you can win a game even if you're behind by 5 rounds, 6 rounds. In the late game, if you win that important round or like a momentum swinging thrifty and you start snowballing, right? Because you know how it is, bro. Late game is a lot of mental game, okay? It's whoever has the more mental stamina, the team with the players with the better PMA, mental stamina, just staying really locked in. Those are the teams that are gonna win. And yeah, like, and when it's close, I definitely go for this save. 11-11, 10-10, even 9, whatever, 9-9, whatever, maybe. But you know, when your back is against the wall and you have a mountain to climb, you know, I'm not saying that 9-12 isn't doable. I've done it too, but in this elo, it's a long shot, bro. Like giving up match point is pretty much losing the game in this elo, in my opinion. It's super crucial because they only need to win 1 round. It's so easy to win 1 round, okay? Especially when you have rounds to spare. Okay, if it's like 12-3, they're just gonna run it down, just AFK, do whatever the fuck they want, right? But even if it's 12-9, they got 3 rounds to spare, and they still don't lose the game. It goes to overtime, so they have 2 really rounds to spare in regulation. But still, I think that let's say you guys did save, and you guys you know, won the round, but they got rid of all your guns. Like your economy is fucked, right? So like, you know, they killed 3 of you or 4 of you. So yeah, that's that. So let's just kind of get through this note. So why give match point? They double walk down mid. Guys double walk down mid. They go C. He in smoky garage, so then you ended up being in C. Here, you should probably just commit to the flank. You need to take a high risk approach in this scenario. There's no time to being safe here. You gotta be that guy to kill 2 or make a crazy ass play and just win the round outright for your team. So we gotta identify when to take risks and not. Okay, obviously early in the game, I'm telling you, don't take risks, don't take risks. Just, you know, build up your rounds. Build up your rounds. Right. But at the end here, especially specifically the situation, we must start taking risks here. Okay. And you know that. Okay. So, but you're taking too safe of an approach. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you gotta know when to. Again, it's like the throttle. Know when to turn it on and go for it. So go for it here. Okay, commit here. Just tell your teammate, guys, let's double flank down. Not run, but you know, we're gonna flank. Just try to stay up. Retake. Can we play retake and we're flanking here? Stuff like that, or whatever it may be. You know, or tell them to go garage and you go by yourself, or so whatever it may be. But you can get kind of creative, but you must take some risk here, or you're just gonna outright lose the game. So let me just get through this note. He's in smoke in garage and walks out smoke. Should have already been out or wait. So he's in smoke garage and walks out smoke. Should have, or I can't remember exactly how this was played, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what happened here. He walks out, smoke should have already been out or wait. I can't remember if he swung into people or he just walked out and they killed you. Do you remember what happened? For some reason,
I
this round,
don't remember that round.
I can't remember. Okay, we can
I
just
can
go
just look
to
at my timeline.
yeah, or we can just go to the VOD. It's not that big of a
Yep.
deal.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not really for this part. This is the last part of this though. Is just more efficiency. Like you should probably be ready to fight your team. That's probably what I was trying to say. And you know, the main thing though here is that you gotta take risk here. You gotta identify that if we give up match point, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough. Okay, and you know, in the round as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some sort of crazy ass flank and get 2 or 3 stuff like that. Okay,
It's just like playing like the win condition, pretty much.
yeah, but you know, there is no win condition when you give the match point when it's 12-9.
Yeah.
Like the win condition there would be you play a perfect game and you become a monster, heated, and you're just killing 4 every round in overtime, and then you just win in the first overtime. Don't even give them a chance, right? That's like the win condition when it's 9-12.
Yep.
The win condition when it's 9-11 is let's force here, win this fucking round, and win the game. Because that's what
Okay.
would happen. You guys would have had such a crazy momentum swing here, where the enemy team they get thrifty. When they get thrifty in the late game, bro, like you know
That
how
shit
it
kills
is.
you.
Yo,
Yeah.
it kills the team. Everyone's quiet as fuck, just like whoa. And then people will be like, "What the fuck happened?" Right? Like, how did we lose it? And I'll be in that position where I'm just like, "How the fuck did we lose this round?" Like, you know, maybe to
Do
my
you full
team.
force there or do you half buy?
Full
What do you think is
force,
better?
full force, bro. Full
Okay.
fucking force, because you're gonna force anyways. When you lose, you got
Yeah.
right. You just give it all you
That's
have in
fact.
this position, because that's the win condition. Is this round? This is probably the most important round in my opinion. Is this
Yeah.
round? Late game. In terms of winning for you guys to winning, and also that round where they went up. I think it's round 19. No, it's round 20. Yes, it's round 20 is the most important round where they got ahead, right? It was tied and then they got ahead. So this was that round, round 20 where they went on A and they full executed and you guys could not handle a 4v5 retake. They just destroyed you guys and it's just a and it destroyed your economy, right, as well. So round 20, round 21, definitely, you know, I can't remember exactly how round 20 went, but you should watch it and see, okay, what the fuck happened? How could I have been proactive where I was in position for this A hit? Okay, but round 20, 21 is the most important round, in my opinion, in this game. So, again, just take the risk. We'll move on, though. Nothing crazy here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, but, you know, just gotta know
Yeah.
when to do this. So, round 22, last round, okay? He starts A long. He kills Teo and could have and you guys should have won this round too, remember? Like this is probably another important round where if you win this round, you guys are probably in good shape to maybe tie it up at least bare minimum, or be 1 round off.
Well, wasn't
But
that the last round of the game?
yeah, where
Yeah.
you guys should have won. Wait,
Yeah.
is it the
No.
last round? Yeah, yes it is. And yeah, I don't know what happened. It was like you guys were man up for a while, and then the Clove just went nuclear in a 1v3 and won. Um, the enemy Clove. Remember? He
Yeah.
was over here, and the
Yeah.
last guy had an op. Like, you know, when he went like this, you'll hear me on the stream.
Yep.
You'll hear me on the stream when he went like this. I was like, yo, he's on the left, and he came on the left because I just knew how it's gonna be played. When it's just so unfortunate, but I just knew you'll hear me on the stream. Like, he's on the left, bro, and he dies. I'm like, bruh, like it's retarded how your teammate played it, but it is what it is. So he starts A long, kills Teo. So it was 5v4, and could have waited out the tail missiles. Gets 2. Wait, maybe this isn't the last round.
Nah, it was. It was the.
No, it was, right?
I remember the 1v2.
Wait,
Yeah.
you killed 3 and lost? Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's the type of round I get off the game off of.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah, like in these rounds, there's nothing you can do. You did more than what you're supposed to, right? You killed 3. You killed more than half the team. So I couldn't even remember if you killed 3. I can't believe you killed 3. That's actually insane. You guys, that makes the round even crazier that you guys lost that. That's insane. Okay, but anyways, he starts A long. He gets a kill. You got a kill here, great. And then I wrote you gotta wait out the tail missile. I can't remember what that was from, but you'll see that in the VOD where you walked into the last tick. I can't remember where it was, but and then you got 2 good kills short, and then I'm pretty sure you got traded out. And then yeah, they lost the round. I didn't really focus on the round after that after you died, so you know, unfortunate, but overall I think you played really well. You know, it's a little bit your attacking was a little bit scuffed, but you know, and it's a little bit unfortunate you had a three-man party that's just not listening to you. throughout the whole game they weren't really listening to you. You had to type to Sky to get the orb, and then he was listening. But yeah, overall, really, really, really good game on defense. Like you really put at least tried to put your team in a position to come back, which was really good. You got to really work on your role concepts though. Understanding your
Yeah.
entry angles, common corners, making sure the first section is clear, second section is clear, then full throttle. That's probably your main thing on attack. Also, your patience. Don't just start because it's just so common for people to just, or not common for the people, but it's common for people to understand that, how people play. So if you're the type to just keep swinging, 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 they're gonna start playing off of that and being
Yeah.
ready for that type of swings and stuff. So you gotta be patient, a little bit more methodical. I know you know that you're better than this elo. You are better than this elo in my eyes as well. You're going crazy in the second half, right? You're getting multiple 3K. So, but it's really your mental, right? You're kind of stuck in either it's whether you're saying, oh, these things don't work, and you've adopted that way of style because of your stuff like that. The patience, identification of
Mhm.
how enemies play, lurking, stuff like that. But overall, bro, I think you're one of my better students, as in I don't need to teach you these concepts. Okay, it's really
Yep.
boring when I do it. I feel like I'm repeating myself because I do, right? You probably watched me say it like 5 times
Yeah.
already, and I'm glad I didn't have to tell you because you understand these, and you're a much higher level player. You're more experienced. You've been playing for 5 years. Okay, when you've been playing for 5 years, there's a certain level of game sense you get, whether you're dog shit or not. Okay, because I had another gold player, same thing. He played for 5 years, stuck in gold, but I'm like, yo, his game sense is really good. He's so aware. He's kind of predicting them, anticipation, right? So you got to build upon that and grow more in the terms of come up with the times, understand, watch pros play, watch Radiant streams, watch VCT. Okay, build upon what you know already. So you'll become even much better of a player because your aim is not the issue. It's really everything else. So that's that. Um, yeah, if I were to really sum it up, bro, just be patient on attack. Lead your team a
Mhm.
little bit more. Don't just run it down 5 man. You don't run it down, okay? You dash, and you gotta have your team behind you, because whether you die or not, or you get 2 kills, they're gonna be behind you helping you, and that is a scary thing for the defenders. It fucks with them when you guys just run it down and they have no answers for you, right? So, and I'm sure you've been there too. You're like, what the fuck do we do when these guys are just destroying us, right? Like you just kind of give up hope at that point. So it's patience. You gotta work on your smokes a little bit. Also, I noticed you didn't use your updraft at all, really. You could probably use that a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
in terms of defensive positioning, setting yourself on really off angles, fucked up off angles, stuff like that. Um, yeah, and patience. Just keep improving your aim. Work on your comms a little bit, cut the noise, just really feed your team good info and make good plans. Like it's gotta sound good for them to be like, yeah, I like that, right? You can't just be like a random concept to place in. You gotta understand what those are for. They're all situational, right? Like, if they all rotate hard, okay, we're not gonna commit. We're gonna run a fake. We're gonna pretend like we're going in, insert lurk, or let's say these guys are really solid. No matter what we do, they're always matching our movement, or they're at one step ahead. Okay, now we need to run a re-hit, double fake, stuff like
Mhm.
that. So you understand the concepts, apply them, and understand what they're for. That's really it.
Yeah.
For attack. Defensively, it's one game. I'm not really judging your game off one game as well, but
Yeah.
your defense was quite strong, very strong. Kind of this map. Um, you like what to do. You know your little sweet spots. You have really good aim. You had nice aim. There wasn't a time where there's multiple players on defense. Maybe once or twice, but most of the time you're facing 3 people. You're killing all of them. Like that's and I always tell my students, I want to see how you aim when the game is hard, and you're aiming really well when the game is hard. So that shows me that you're a very good player in terms of mechanics. Because the and mental, because most people will just get in their heads, just stop killing people, and that's a common thing. So that's that. Okay. So that's all your notes. I will send you all these notes. Let's get into rage.
Yep.
What do you do for warm up?
Okay. Do you want me to stream it? Or
Or you can just tell me briefly. I don't need to see it,
okay.
but just tell
Okay.
me what you do. Like
Okay. After I'm done with Kovacs, I'll hop
Okay.
in the range because I've been back on Kovacs
Okay.
recently.
Great.
So what I'll do is first things first, I'll buy Phantom Vandal
My ultimate's ready.
I'll get in the middle of the bots and I'll just start shooting at them. Just
Okay.
like loosening up my wrist, getting used to
Yep.
shooting. After that, I'll buy a deagle.
Yep.
And then I'll set it to easy. I'll spam the middle pillar like
Nice.
4 times
Yep.
before the bot spawn. Shoot them. Just get that warmed up. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll put a medium, do it
Yep.
hard,
Yep.
and then I'll change it to eliminate 100. I'll
Okay.
get a guardian. I'll sit at the very far right. I'll just shoot the 100.
Okay.
And then
Nice.
I'll do it again. I'll do it from the left side now with an elevated position. Shoot them.
Okay.
Then I'll buy a phantom or vandal. I'll shoot them, but I strafe between the shots.
Okay.
And then I'll close out with just spraying, making sure I get that down.
Okay,
And
okay.
maybe if I'm about to go straight into a game, I'll shoot with the pistol.
Great, great.
And then I'll
So-
hop in one team deathmatch and then one regular
Okay.
deathmatch.
So okay, how long would you say this is on average? This whole range thing you do.
If
Just
I'm
curious.
warming up, I only do like 1 repetition of everything. So maybe like
The whole
5
thing.
to 10. Whole thing? Okay, so
Yeah.
if I'm like actually like practicing my aim, like 10, 15, 20 minutes.
For the whole thing. Everything you just told me, like the 100 bots, easy bots?
Yeah,
Or are you saying
15.
each exercise 15 minutes?
Oh no, each exercise is about 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay,
3 to 5
okay,
minutes.
okay, good. Okay, so maybe for you, you probably see me teach this stuff, the stuff
Mhm.
I show. You probably won't need to. Do you want me to show you this stuff? Because you're already doing so much range stuff. I don't think you need this stuff, to be honest, in my opinion. If it's kind of working, what I can do though is give you a Kovacs playlist that got
Yeah.
me to Immortal 3. Okay, I can give you
Yeah.
that because it's
I
more
love that.
advanced, right? Because
Yeah.
like you're already doing so much range stuff. I don't know if this will really, because you probably watched me explain this stuff. It's the
Mhm.
baseline, right? It's always
Yeah.
for the people that aren't practicing or they do very minimal mechanic warm up or training, or even maybe like a medium type like a plat player. I'll show them still because they're not really doing it properly, stuff like that. But you have really nice aim, so I think for you, you just still keep doing your range stuff. Okay, what I will do is give you the playlist, and I just want to take a look at your dead zoning. That's it, because I don't really need to look at your mechanics of shooting. I just want to see your movement mechanics. So if anything, I can show you maybe just the dead zoning exercise plus the second one, so 2 exercises, and then you can
Yeah.
add this into your routine. So that way,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So you don't need to do this one because you're already doing 100 bots on each side. It's kind of the same thing, and
Yeah.
you're doing your own spraying and stuff. I don't need to
Yeah.
explain that shit. You got it down. So and it's not like I never really saw you panic shoot or anything. Like you have calm aim. So and it's very controlled and stuff. So yeah, let's do that. So have you seen me teach this one? The billboard
It's
one?
like and then you close the gap slowly.
Yeah. The dead zoning. Do you play with shooting
Yeah.
arrow on? I didn't see.
I turned it on after what's it called? I watch your streams.
Okay, yeah. You should probably keep it on just to, whenever you have like a fight or whatever, you can always look back and the graph will just tell you what it is. If it's blue and yellow, it means that you're shooting. You're not controlling your recoil, and it was a movement-based error, right? You don't even need to see what you've done. You can just look at a graph and identify what's going wrong. So, so okay, I'll just show you these 2 exercises. Add it to your routine, and also I will say one more thing. So, you have your own routine right now, right? And it's about 3 to 5 minutes each exercise. Okay, don't stay on that time. You probably heard me say this. Do you work out at all or sports?
Yeah.
Progressive overload. Okay.
Yeah.
Add that to your regimen. Okay, you have your own range stuff. Okay. Whether it's
I actually had a question about that.
yeah, go ahead.
So with like gym, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how tapped in you are with the gym shit, but like
Yeah.
they talk
I
about
used
how
to be.
with progressive overload. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with progressive overload, it's not just about like increasing volume; it's about
Yeah, yeah.
increasing intensity.
Yep.
So like, as opposed to like more time, do you think there's like more intense exercise I could do? Like say for example on Kovacs, like
Yeah.
you
So
move on from like an intermediate playlist to like
Right,
an
right.
advanced one.
yeah, you're right. It's not about time, but it's about intensity. But time is also involved in this aspect because in terms of aiming, the time has to increase. Like even though you're being really intense in terms of tensing your arm and giving 100% effort, like you gotta make sure that you're doing it longer and more. Right, in weightlifting it's a little bit different because there's time to recover, but in aiming there isn't really time to recover because you don't get that sore. So that's why I say it like that, and it's easier for people to understand what progressive overload is when I tell them it's
that
but
makes
obviously in traditional sense in sports and stuff, it's well, and you know it really depends too. Like cardio, it does involve time, right? Like you need
Yeah,
to
100%.
100% keep making sure you're running longer and longer and longer and longer and longer, whatever. But yes, you're right. In traditional weightlifting, you're right. Like it's not time isn't important. It's the intensity, the weight, right? How
Mhm.
much you're pushing yourself to the limit. You feeling like you cannot move your arms anymore, right? It's not time
Yeah.
of it, but in this it is. So what I was gonna say is that you know, you should still increase the time. Maybe not every week or every 2 weeks. It could be monthly or whatever, or take a different type of interval. But still, it should increase in times. Obviously, you know, I'm not saying get to a point where you're doing 4 hours a day, but you get what my point. Like it needs to
Yeah.
it needs to start at like 30, 20 minutes, and it needs to get to at least minimum 1 hour a day or 2 hours max. I would say 2 hours max, really in the range. In my opinion, you know, pros do probably longer, but again, like you know, the time is kind of important in aiming mechanic progressive overload, at least in my opinion, because even if you increase the intensity doesn't increase unless you do more, and more is more time, right? It's different in weightlifting because you can just, you know, you cannot go anymore. Your muscles are just fucked, right? So
Yeah.
but in here, you know, a lot of the cases people don't push themselves to the limit. You know, even me, if I do 15 DMs, my arm's a little bit sore, but still I can do like 100. Like, you know what I mean? Like obviously I've gotten to that point where I do a lot of DMs and TDMs. It wasn't always like that. Back 2 years ago, I would do 5 DMs at my full effort. My arm is just fucking noodle arms, right? So I'll give you the Kovacs, okay? That
Yeah.
playlist, bro, is just it's super intense. And once it starts getting easy, you just add one more time per section exercise. Whether it's a 2 month interval, 1 month interval, 4 month, 5 month, just or what I used to do is I did my Kovacs in the morning, get in my range. We're on the same schedule, same thing, because you kind of understand that doing the aim trainer before range is much better, and that's what I
Yeah.
realized too. You're not gonna do it in between your range and then go do Kovacs and then come back. It's retarded. So do that, okay? That's what I would do. Kovacs, do my range, DMs, play until I didn't want to play anymore or whatever, tired, whatever. Okay, then I would cool off, play TDMs, DMs, and then I would do another session of aim labs. I would usually switch. I wouldn't do Kovacs again and then Kovacs again, Kovacs in the morning and then again. I would either start with my Kovacs because I had a Kovacs playlist and a aim labs routine that I did because I figured out that I like doing both. You know, they both have their pros and cons, so I did both. So I would do my Kovacs in the morning, range, DMs, play, cooldown, then I'll do aim labs. If I did it you know, obviously it was usually changing bi-weekly, so you know the whole week I'll do Kovacs first, and then I'll do aim labs first, and then they came to a point where I stopped doing aim labs because it was just not as strong as Kovacs in terms of the intensity and the hardness of it, the difficulty. But you know, at that point you can just do Kovacs twice, right? So but you know, once you get to 4 out, because this playlist will be 3 out of 3 each exercise. The whole playlist should take you at 3 out of 3. It's about 40 minutes to an hour. Depends on how fast you go through, and make sure you're not taking long breaks. Okay, you do the one exercise. Don't just wait for 30 minutes, watch a video, 5 minutes, and then go back. Okay, immediately on that same exercise, pull through those 3 minutes, like back to back to back, no break, because that's the intensity part, right? So you know, obviously when you start doing more, like 4 out of 4, you might have to take like a 10-second break, but still I would not recommend taking a break, because you need to make sure that you're tearing those muscles and growing them, building that strength there, in my opinion. You know, take a small break, 5-second break, 10-second break. Don't go longer than 30 seconds, a minute. Okay. And then what was I gonna say? So I'll send you that playlist, and then I'll just show you this quickly. So come to this billboard, okay? And I'll take a look at this after. So come to this billboard.
Yep.
We're gonna start here. Stay parallel with the wall. Don't swing like this, like some of my students. Okay? Stay straight. Okay. We come. Other billboard. Stop. Okay. And you want to kind of stop close to where you already shot. You don't want to kind of readjust like I did that first time. Just keep coming. Okay. Okay. For you, I'm gonna say minimum 10. Okay. So minimum 10 each side, or whatever. Minimum couple minutes, but just keep practicing this. Okay. Okay. So 10 each side. We're gonna cut it in half. It becomes harder and harder because it's more of a timing thing. There, I don't even need to look at my graph. I know that I was moving while I was shooting, so I need to stop. I need to tell myself, stop, shoot, stop, shoot, stop. I don't need to rush. It's a movement-based exercise, not a shooting exercise. So stop, shoot, stop, shoot. Okay. Then we cut it in half again. So that's the halfway point. Cut it in half. Okay, and I'm sure my shooting error is all 0.2 because I can just see the shot and know that it's pretty accurate, so it's probably 0.2. Okay. There I kind of whiffed, but get what I mean. So, and then we cut it in half again. This part needs a little rhythm. When I first started doing this last part, I would cheat. I would just move my mouse like this so it looks like I'm doing it. But you need to keep your mouse somewhat there, and it's a movement. Rhythm. Nice and easy. Go a little bit faster, go a little bit faster. Okay, a little bit more rhythm. Slow it down again. Okay, whatever it may be. But this is for a long range fight where they're really far away, 50 meters plus, and you're gonna have enough movement where they cannot kill you by just keeping the crosshair there. Okay. The next thing is, okay, turn the bolts on. Probably see me explain this. Same thing. Stay parallel with the wall. This will also help our wall peeking. Not only the dead zone, it incorporates the dead zone, plus our wall peeking mechanics as in a wide swing, jiggle, crouch peek, whatever. But in the beginning, okay, until you really get your wide swing down, do not do anything else. Okay, I cannot stress that enough. I'm sure some of my swings are just trying to jiggle, but you're not gonna get good like that. Practice your wide swing because that's the most common swing, right? You're not gonna jiggle all the time. So we're gonna dead zone, and okay, so dead zone, peek the wall, and adjust after we've stopped. Don't adjust while you're going like this. Okay, swing, adjust. I'm kind of waiting, but my point. So dead zone, and always come back. Dead zone, with the peak, dead zone, dead zone. Okay, come a little bit wider. Swing, come back. Swing, come back. Swing, come back. Swing, because this will help you able to adjust in real times where you're swinging, you don't know where he is, and then you have to adjust. Okay, so it will help you in real time, and also helps where you think / know and feel he's coming this way. Just zoop, he's dead. Instantly headshot it, right? So, boop, come back, always come back. Continue to take cover. It's like training a real-time scenario, even though it's bots. Okay, I kill this guy, come back immediately. Okay, maybe I'm not being as parallel as I should be. So adjust. Okay, you get my point. So that's the right side. Come here and do the left side. Swing, adjust. Come back, swing, adjust. Come back. Swing, adjust. Come back. Swing, adjust. Swing.
Quick question.
Yep, go ahead.
Have you ever tried switching your view-handed model for the way you're gonna peek? So if you do like a left-hand peek, you have left-hand view model.
Nah, I'm you know, I probably the first month I was right-handed, and then once I saw Wardell playing with left-handed, I was like, bro, this is the best way to play. Like, it's so sick. And also, it's something I did something to do with your eye dominance. Everyone has, you know, a right hand or a hand dominance, but you also have an eye dominant, which eye looks for faster, whatever. I forgot exactly what it was, but I did that test, and then it actually showed that I can use the left hand. Like I'm ambidextrous, like I can use my left and right hand. So I think this just looks better to me. And it's all preference, bro. Like there's no right or wrong answer, but for me it just feels more comfortable. The right hand feels weird now. I don't even want to try it. I haven't been on the right hand model in a long time. I go left hand, but you get my point. So minimum 30, okay, minimum 30 here, and then obviously increase it over time, do more and more like you did, probably get to 100, and but okay, so let me just take a look you doing that first exercise. I don't want to see you do the second exercise. That one's pretty self-explanatory. But let me see you do. Oh my god, I got so many DMs right now. Wait, gotta tell this guy I'm gonna be late. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be a little bit late on this guy. I forgot his name. Oh, KBM Sky, where are you? KBM Sky, if you are in the chat, I will be a little bit late. KBM, I think this is Sky. Yep. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be a little late. 20, 30 minutes because I gotta eat too. Okay. Go. Sorry. Let me just see your Discord. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Just 1 second. It's loading. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Good. Yep. Looks really good. Oh, also I mentioned I didn't mention, but come to the pillar. Come to the pillar. The pillar. That's the halfway point.
Okay.
Yeah. In between the. Just always remember to just keep folding it in half if you may will. I was just gonna say, just make sure you're not above 0.3 in terms of shooting error. Right now it's 0.2. That's fine. Right there is 0.3. So nothing above there. You want to be around 0.5, 0.27, 0.28. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
So let me see you do 5 again from the beginning. Billboard to billboard, cut it in half 5, and then cut it in half 5, and then do that last one like I showed you with the rhythm.
Okay, so that's 2.
Yep. You see how it's awkward, right? It's like rubbing your
Yeah.
tummy, and you need to get the timing down of the movement where you can let go and be on the same spot every single time. That's what this is really for. It's to work on your movement.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, you see, and that's fine, bro. But it looks much better than a lot of my other students. So you're already kind of ahead. Some of my students can't even do that. Right there, you're moving while
Yeah.
you're shooting. You need to slow down. You gotta fully stop. So take your time. Don't rush. Okay, just focus on you. D, let go, shoot. A, come back, let go, shoot. Okay, that's the most important. Yeah, you see, that's
Oh, yeah,
really
it's this
hard.
part right here.
Yeah, that's the hardest one. So you're doing it incorrect. So I'll kind of show you on that
Okay.
last one. Okay.
Stream.
Just give me 1 second. I'll turn my thing on. Okay, so
Stream.
okay, you get up to here. You did it up to the you did the 2 cutting in half as well. The last one
Yeah.
was terrible. You come here. I'll just do 1 to show you.
Yeah.
Cut it in half. Come here. Cut it in half again. So you come here, always in
Yeah.
the half of where the
Yeah.
last marker was. And then this one isn't here to here. It's in the middle, as in you're not coming back anymore because it's the smallest distance. So it's a
Yeah.
rhythm. And it's
Oh,
this one
okay.
and this one is okay to kind of move your mouse to keep it in the center because
Mm-hmm.
you can't keep it in the center like this, right? So make sure while you're moving you keep it there.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just take a look at that last part.
Okay, so
Or you can do it
here.
quickly. Yep. Let's just do 1 to
Right
see it until the
here.
last one.
Yep.
And I cut it in half
Here.
to the log.
Right here.
Yep. Good. Cut it
Right
in half.
here.
Boom.
Right here, and then right here, just keep it here.
In between the billboard and that one. No, in between. No,
Oh, okay. So
in between. In
here?
between.
Right
There.
here.
Right there. Yep. Good. Because that's the halfway part, right? Good. And have a rhythm. Have longer strides. The strides are too short. Good.
1,
Good.
2.
Yes. Okay. Because that's a long range fight, right? He's pixelated. Okay. And we're making sure we have some sort of movement here where his crosshair can't just stay there and we're dead. He has to adjust microly left and right.
Oh, this is like a bit of tracking as well.
Yeah, a little tracking here because we got to keep the crosshair there as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this one's the hardest one, bro. Even me, I struggled with this one. Trust me, I had a hard time.
Okay.
Right, it's gonna be really tough in the beginning. It's not gonna be smooth like me, but it's gonna get. Even me, I'm not that good at it. Okay, I don't practice it too much, but I did at one point. But you gotta do this every day, and you're gonna get super crispy ass movement because this will help you where you're swinging somebody and you're never inaccurate, right? Because you swing, stop, shoot them, they're deleted.
Yeah.
Versus a guy that's counter strike, you're gonna beat that guy every time, and that's what I explain to my students. So, you just see what Sky said. But yeah, it looks good. Just make sure you do this. Once you do this, bro, you're gonna get really good aim. So start there. Stay parallel. Stay parallel with the. Yep, good. Stop. Adjust. Perfect. Stop. Adjust. Good. This is not a speed thing. This is a precision. So really take your time. Whichever bot, adjust after you've stopped, and then you start speeding it up as you get better. And maybe come a little bit closer to the wall too if you want. You can switch it up. Come not too close where you're getting stuck by that objects, but close enough because you're gonna peek a wall close. You're not gonna peek it far, right?
Yeah.
Because if you peek far from the wall, they can see your shoulders first. Usually when they're far away. Yeah, just make sure you don't fall into those rocks or hit those rocks. That looks good. Good. Right. Good. That's it, bro. I'm gonna send you that playlist. I'll try to send it right now while I eat quickly. But yeah, so good session, bro. Really good session. There's not much to it. I think you're a decent player. You have a potential to get back. Really, it's the mental game. Okay. You're probably one of the better students in terms of just true skill. I know you're a diamond right now and Ascendant peak, but you know a lot of the students, their rank is not really their skill. They're probably a lot lower.
Yep.
You get what I'm trying to say? They've got
Yeah.
there through luck or just kind of playing, or you know, they're playing with a duo. The guy's carrying his ass. Like your true skill is much higher than currently, and probably near or even higher, or the potential to get to immortal. So we can, okay, for sure we can. Like you just gotta be consistent, hard work, It's gonna be a lot of
Mhm.
nights. You're gonna be doing this shit. It happened to me, where you're like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing all this shit for? Right? It's not like for you don't want to be a pro. At the time, for me, I wanted to be pro, so that's why I
Yeah.
wanted to do it. But it's all situational in terms of what the person wants. But there's gonna be a lot of nights, like bad nights, where you're like, fuck, man, I should just give up. I should just stop playing.
Mhm.
But you gotta pull through. Really, it's
Yeah.
just it's all mental at this level, especially when you got your mechanics down, aiming mechanics down. You don't have movement mechanics down, but you've got your aiming mechanics down. Then
Mhm.
everything else will follow. But yeah, if you want to work with me long
Yeah.
term, let me
Of
know.
course. Yeah.
I would love to work with you and try to really help you. Even if it's once a week. I don't
Yeah.
expect you to come work with me 5 times a week. Okay,
Yeah.
once a week, once every 2 weeks is enough where I can really help you. And just remember, the first session is the second session and beyond will not be like this session. Okay, it's
Yeah.
gonna be more bouncy. Okay, I'm gonna watch you play, and we're gonna talk in between rounds during the round as well. Maybe
Yeah.
sometimes, not all the time. I'm gonna try to keep you locked in, but after the round, I'm like,
Mhm.
what did you do wrong there? And I'm gonna question you so you can understand it as well. And also, we're gonna bounce off ideas. You're gonna be like, hey, what do you think about this file? I'm like, yeah, that's fine, or whatever. Right? I'm not gonna just be like, no, no, no. Right? It's
Yeah.
retarded. I'm gonna really try to help you understand at a higher level, because at a higher level, nothing is set in stone. It's all situational. It's a lot involved. It's super complicated. You need to be really specific for me to give you an answer on like a real
Mhm.
set in stone answer. So, but yeah, it's more bouncy and stuff like that. It'll be really fun and stuff. It's more fun, and we'll start working on the more advanced stuff, and
Mhm.
I'll be seeing things you don't see, so then you can understand how to pick those up, and I can explain stuff like that. But you get the point. So
Yeah.
and also, I made an announcement, I don't know if you saw, but I'll give those players, those students that are showing me they're going to commit minimum once a week, okay, I will give you a personalized training schedule, and it's not a schedule where it's Monday to Friday, and then you do that one time. Okay, we're gonna meet on our session. I'm gonna ask you, how are you feeling? How was the schedule? Did you do it all? Okay, and we're gonna adjust, increase. It's gonna go on more and more, and it's personalized, so it's around your schedule. You tell me your schedule, I'll make
Yeah.
it around your whatever work. I know everyone's busy and stuff, so that's
Mhm.
that. For the only the students that are showing me that they're willing to put in the work and be consistent with me, so I will put in that extra effort for them for free as well. But yeah, great session, bro. If you have any
Yeah.
questions and stuff, let me know. I'm on the Discord. You're always on the stream,
Mhm.
stuff like that. Hopefully, I can start getting more higher level players come into, and they are. They're slowly rolling. I got a Mortal guy yesterday book a session as well. So, hopefully, I can send you those VODs so you can learn the more advanced stuff like that, and
Mhm.
hit your goals. But good job today, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll send you that playlist notes right now, and I will send the VOD at the end of the night. I'm not sure when, but
Mhm.
YouTube video will be up tomorrow. VOD I'll give you as soon as
Mhm.
possible. Okay. Good
Okay.
luck on your games, and
Yeah.
yeah, go crush
Quick
it in
question.
Mr. Climb. Yeah, go ahead.
When would you be available next for a session?
So, uh, let's see. Let me bring up my calendar. I'm really booked up this whole week. Like this whole weekend, this past weekend, like I was getting
Mhm.
crazy responses because I think one of my videos started blowing up. But let me just one sec. Are you really busy, or like is it you really like schedule sensitive, or no?
I'm pretty free Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week. I'm
Okay.
free again Tuesday, and then Monday after
Okay.
5 p.m. I'll be free.
It's really what you want to do, cause if
Yeah.
you say, hey, we can just meet every Tuesday, then I'll just keep that time for you,
Oh
right?
yeah. Every Tuesday works. Like
Yeah,
this time just
like we could
works.
just do every Tuesday, or
Yeah.
if there's times where you don't want to do the Tuesday, we could probably move it to the weekend, but just try to tell me in advance,
Yeah.
like couple days,
Yeah.
cause usually like I get like if like the week starts like Sunday, like I'll be booked up until like Wednesday already, and then once it gets to like Tuesday, Wednesday, like the whole weekend's booked up. So because people keep rolling in through the VODs, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, if you want, we can just keep it at every Tuesday. You don't need to pay right away. You can pay on the
Yeah.
Monday before Tuesday. That way it's more easier
Mhm.
for you, and I trust you guys, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you want to do every Tuesday.
Tuesday 5:30 is great for
Okay,
me.
5:30 Tuesday. So I'll just pre-write it every week, and then you can kind of tell me prior. Just try to give me a one day heads up.
Yeah.
It's fine. One day heads up is probably enough.
Okay.
Especially because it's early on the week, so probably we'll have space on the
Mhm.
weekends. But okay, so I'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it the same link to pay, or is it gonna be like a different link
you
for
paid?
the
Did you
different
pay through
session?
Stripe?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's not gonna be because that link is only for the first assessment, so it's $25. I'll send you another link where it's for $15, so it's now $15. It's much cheaper.
Yeah.
Minimum is gonna be 2 hour sessions, okay? But it's not gonna be
Okay.
this long. This was really long, but it's gonna
Yeah.
be about 2 to 2.5 hours. That's what I've noticed with my consistent students. I have 2 consistent students right now that are coming once a week. So but I had one guy that was doing 4 times a week, but he quit. So I'm like, whatever. But okay, so every Tuesday, I need you to tell me your schedule in detail,
Okay.
like in detail, because
Yeah.
I really need to know to work through that. And if let's say you're really busy where you cannot, it's like a time frame. You know, some people were like, oh, I like, you know, it's from this time. It's too big of a gap. Like then I'll just give you the exercises, and then it's on you to finish that in that day. Okay, but
Mhm.
if you're able to give me like a good time block, like 5, 6, 7 hours, then just tell me so that way I can schedule it by the hour. Okay, and also I was gonna say something but I forgot. Something really important. So that the schedule. Fuck, bro. Fuck, I forgot. It was super important. Uh, okay, so just send me the schedule,
Mhm.
and I will make it. Oh yeah. Did you want a five? So I give the students an option. I usually request you to do a 5 or 7 day schedule in terms of training, right? So you'll have
Mhm.
some days off, or you do. Some of my students like before wanted to do every day because he had so much time off. Like he's a student, he had nothing else to do, so he wanted 7. So tell me what you want. Whether it's a 3 day schedule, five. I would recommend 5 days, 4 to 5 days. Don't go lower than that. Okay. If you
Mhm.
want 2 days, fine too. But you kind of know what's wrong with that. Is you're not really gonna really grow that fast. But
Yeah.
okay. So tell me if it's 5 day or 7 day. Your schedule in detail, and I will get
Mhm.
it done to you by. We might start. I'll try to aim for the weekend, so maybe we'll start on a Friday or the Sunday. So then you get Sunday,
Okay.
Monday before the session, and then because it's gonna get quite intense in terms of intensity. I always schedule it where early on in the week it's nice and easy, nice and lax, and then through to the weekend it's gonna get really hectic in terms of intensity. It's gonna be more and more and more. So and then we'll readjust once we see each other on the Tuesday. Okay. So I think
Okay.
that's great. So I'll see you next Tuesday. Just tell me
Okay.
everything I just told you. Details, schedule, 5 or 7 day, whatever you want,
Yeah.
and we'll go from there. And I'll
Okay.
send you all this stuff. Okay. Great session, bro. Great job,
Yeah.
Sanji. And
Thank
good
you.
luck on your games. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Keep in touch.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll give you
Later, bro.
my schedule later tonight. See
Yeah,
ya.
yeah, yeah. Whenever you can, just try to
Yeah.
do it in a couple days at least, minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. All right, bro. Good luck, bro.
Yeah. Bye. See ya.
GG's. Holy moly, guys. I am super tired. That schedule was very good. That schedule, I think, was probably one of my best schedules. Um, that I'm not joking, guys. That was I like working with him. He is a smart guy, good player. So um, it's gonna be very easy for him to get good. I think he can get to Immortal very fast, like under 2 months if we work together consistently, and he puts in the work. He's gonna be a monster. His aim is already good, and he doesn't put too much work into it now. So if he does, like, bro, this guy's gonna be a fucking beast. And I'll try to make my best to make him into a beast. So 5:30 Sanji next week. Okay, great. Let me just write that differently. Hold on. Sanji, and I've got one more student. So I got a bunch of shit I gotta send him before I forget. So let me send him this stuff. Because the other day I fucked up and I didn't send it. I didn't send the guy hit the notes. I felt really bad. Because usually I do, but the one time I deleted it because I didn't send it to him right away. So dumb. Okay, so let's go to attack first. Round 1. Oh shit, it's too long. Let's go to 10. That's good. Then we go here. Okay, and then hopefully this is enough. Okay, good, perfect. 13, 14. Okay, good. Guys, any questions quickly, please? I'm gonna get in another session soon. I'm gonna see if there's some food for me downstairs real quick after I send him all this stuff. Okay, where's Soviet? Let me get the playlist that I sent him.